It's a tidal wave building up to break, and I don't know how to stop it. It's faster than a rocket. Don't know what to make. Running out of words to say. When love is turned to nonsense, no matter what the cost is. And all I want is here tonight, 'cause holding you is paradise. When you're losing time and losing light, you take me to a better view. I'm happier when I'm with you. If we're losing time and losing light, now all I really wanna do is fall into your arms. Will you hold me when I'm crashing hard? Yeah, all I really wanna do is fall apart. Will you hold me when I'm crashing hard? Will you hold me when I'm crashing hard? All I really wanna do is fall apart. Will you hold me when I'm crashing hard?
Boom! I'm so late, I know
When
great
the
chaos. He only
water
likes to be touched with
and the pain is gone, I'll walk right through the silence and find a new horizon. And all I want is here tonight, 'cause holding you is paradise. When you're losing time and losing light, you take me to a better view. I'm happier when I'm with you. If we're losing time and losing light, all I really wanna do is fall into your arms. Will you hold me when I'm crashing hard? Will you hold me when I'm crashing hard? All I really wanna do is fall apart. Will you hold me when I'm crashing hard? I'm not a saint, you mad? Your sugar-coated doll is not so pure, my bad. I don't give a. You stepping on me and they call my mama, touch you better than that. You're mad, I guess you're mad. Wore my best pajama for this drama. Why you talking like that, like that, like that? I'm not gonna spend the night, I'm talking. You got bad things on your mind, keep walking. Spit your words on someone else. Don't act like you're so obsessed with me, with me. You know that I ain't coming back, I'm sorry. Read my lips, you do not like that. You're drowning without me. Take it all back, but if you want my sympathy, honey, well, come as a bitch, get ready for this. I tries my best, confess. You hate me wearing the pants. If you look so damn obsessed with making me a perfect lie. Makeup is out, naturals in, letting my skin glow out. You took it shit if you don't like this. You still live in your man.
Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome. We have a raid right away. Thank you so much, Ace, for the for the raid. Welcome on in. I hope that you had a great stream. What what were you up to? Tell us a little bit about it. Thank you so much for doing that. Appreciate it a lot. Hello, hi, welcome on in, everybody. So nice to have you here. Late start time, but it's just going to be that way as I've been prepping the Discord and here with pretty regularly. As far as weird schedule going on, I just appreciate anyone who's understanding and shows up for whatever. It is what it is, you know?
He only likes her because she's old. She's
being a Menace survivor in Dead by Daylight, love it.
Wow, that's like 10 babies.
10 babies. That's so many babies. Oh, God. Let me say some hellos quick. Thank you so much, Sky, for the 90 freaking months. That is a huge resub. I appreciate that. Nye, thank you for the 6-month resub. Congrats on the gold Eevee badge. Thank you for sticking around so long. Also, thank you so much to Generic Glitter. Got 27 months, entering month 2 of a full year gifted by Ina because,
he only likes
good
her
lord,
because she's old.
Ina's so
She's
kind.
probably like
Unreal.
25.
Brows. Thank you so much, Jenna. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. 55 freaking months. Our mod team showing up here strong. Appreciate all of you a ton. Thank you so much for that. Welcome on in, everybody. Let me say some hellos quick, and then we'll get down to business, I guess. I don't really know how much time I'm going to have with everyone, but I will explain that in a moment. Potato, hello, hi. Also, Blogger Says What Bree, thank you for the kind message while I was offline. Also, huge shout out, speaking about offline, to Becca for freaking funding the tip goal of $50 while I was offline, which should be not allowed. No one should be giving me money while I'm offline. That's unreal. Thank you very much for that generosity. Funding Sorry We're Closed, the game that is apparently a very LGBTQ plus heavy Silent Hill type game. Very excited about that. But hello, hi to everyone joining again. Hills, Amanda, Kim, Becca, Nye, Glitter Goth, good to see you here. Hello, hi. Phoebe, what's up? Xander, Jacob, so good to have y'all here. Kim, Banana Moon Puppy, hello, hi.
Liberal.
Oh my God.
That's autism. Did you get that from the autism store?
Thank you so much, Juby, for the 300 and my very favorite alert that we have here. Thank you so much. Welcome on in, everybody. Sally, so good to have you here. Chocoholic Mama, hello, hi. Welcome on in. Ace, thank you again for that raid. That's really kind of you. I got to get better at Dead by Daylight. I'm not very good at it, but I want to play it a little bit more sometime. Also, Phantasm and Chrissy, hello. Hi to both of you. Hello. Gray Lady, so good to have you here. Welcome on in. Everybody's very welcome here tonight. I am just very glad to have the company, honestly. Jenna, good to see you here again. Thank you, Sky. Thank you, everybody joining. Nye, thank you for the 10-stream streak. Oh, my God. Stream's giving me zoomies. I mean, it's that time of the year where we're all trapped inside and the sun goes down immediately and we get all zoomed out, right? Oh, my God. What is happening?
The big 7-0.
It's 7-0. Yeah, the big one. What the heck?
Get rid of me that easily, Gerd love.
I mean, I've been giving people every excuse to drop support of me over the years, and yet some of you are still here. Thank you so much for these 70 freaking months, Bree. I appreciate that. Also, thank you, Nye, for the 300 bits. And we are in a hype train, I just noticed. This was not what I expected when I went live tonight, but thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Also, speaking of geese or gooses, Gray Lady, I see that you got the gritty. Finally, wonderful to see. Paxton, what's up? Good to see you here. Rackalove, so nice to have you here. Hello. It's good to see you. Hi. Nancy, hello. Uber, what's up? We are so back, I hope. We'll see what happens here tonight. Ren, good to have you here as well. Also, Blogger Says What Bree. Bree, thank you for the tier 3 for that long. That is just not ever expected at all. Really appreciate that a lot. Ace, that's me with every game where I'm, like, just decidedly average. I'll have, like, a day. Like, I was playing Call of Duty the other day, and I, like, hit this crazy headshot from across the map that was, like, done in, like, 0.001 seconds, and I was like, oh, my God, I have the reflexes of an 18-year-old who's unemployed. Like, I felt so good, and then I got diffed by someone else immediately, and I went, okay, I'm not that good. You know, sometimes luck is my weapon. Rackalove, what the heck? Thank you so much for the 7 subs. What the heck? Gifted to the community here. Also, Sally, thank you for the 7 stream streak. I appreciate that. Yeah, I hope your ears also don't get exploded by ads. Thank you so much, Rakalov. We got gifted subs, Scalisi Kush, also a level 5 hype train. When did that happen? Thank you so much. Baron Von Blast, Chrissy with like 800 S's, Shadow Magi, Jess the Red, Ace Good Heart Nightfire, what a name, and Top Kid Sin. If any of you are here, please make sure you're saying thanks to Rakalov. Enjoy the emotes, enjoy the sub badge. I'm playing the new Breath of the Wild save on my cozy bed, or in my cozy bed full of pillows and blankets. Ready for cozy stream time. That sounds so lovely. Enjoy that. Morgan and I just set up our brand new bed. I'm so excited for it. I'm also not on the screen. Oh my god. We are almost to Gaunt's territory. It's right. If you want to support the channel, you know, you can optionally support the channel and the hype train. Oh my god, speaking of, Juniper, 4 years. Congrats on the Sylveon badge. Thank you for using your Prime here. I know that you only get one of those a month. Thank you. Genuinely. I don't know what to say except, like, thank you for that generosity and for picking me. Yeah, 10-minute believers won tonight for sure. Enjoy those emotes. Enjoy the sub badge. Enjoy the Sylveon badge, especially. Good God. Slade did such a great job with all that. Also, oh my God, Xander.
Now you will be gone.
What the heck, guys? I am not emotionally prepped for this right now. Oh my God. Xander, thank you so much for the 10. We are in Gritty Goose territory. If you'd like to support the channel, you are allowed to, but also it's not required. It's a free website, and these streams are free. You're helping by just being here, generate an ad rev, and supporting whatever I'm doing and whatever the community's up to. Apparently causing chaos tonight. But now that we're in level 6 hype train, we're in Gritty Goose territory. You might be able to unlock the most epic Gritty Goose 1%ers. Feel free to flex it in the chat. But the most epic animated emo on Twitch that my friend Abrito Art made, called the Gritty Goose. It's very good. Skies Echoes, Mocha 45697, Scooty Scoots, Scotty Scoots, I'm sorry, Scotty, The Funky Carrot, El Chino 11, Toilet Fart Doodoo. God, the internet is not right. Red Gummy Bears, Cash 2 Raw, Anner, and Ozzy Echo. If any of you are here, please make sure you're saying thanks to Xander. Thank you, thank you. Really do appreciate everybody. Thank you. Serious question, are you ever emotionally prepared for this? Never, actually, but much more so recently. Let me get on the screen so I can sincerely say thank you. I can emote. I hope also, by the way, someone said a couple streams ago that they were hearing some static crackling in the background of the stream. Hopefully no one's hearing that tonight, but they were saying that it was kind of distracting, and I wasn't sure what was going on, because I thought I had checked everything, but apparently I hadn't, because I went to go audition for a voice acting audition last night, which is why I wasn't able to stream. I was really busy. I've been very forgetful, and I didn't realize that was due last night, so I had to do that last second. Very stressful. Turns out I played back my first audition, and it was super crackly, and I went, what the hell's going on? I had really loose cables. My XLR cable came loose, so I fixed that, and hopefully things are okay audio-wise. Mika, hello. Elder Brian, how are you? Elder Mika. I'm old and sad at the same time. Mika, I hope you're having a lovely night. If you don't know my wonderful friend Mika, please go check her out. One of my favorite people. They do just, I don't know, everything. A bunch of variety, but just, I don't know, the characteristics of Mika. That's a weird way to describe a friend. Mika's just a funny fucking person. What's wrong with me, dude? I have brainworms right now. I haven't been able to think. I have a couple things to talk about as well. Please, yeah, can we get a shout out from one of the mods for Mika? Please, if you're not following Mika already, please go do so. Bree, thank you for the gifted sub to Mika as well. Mika, enjoy my emote, sub badge, and ad-free viewing. Wilting T, hello, hi, welcome also. Thank you, everybody. If I'm, like, a little bit out of it tonight, or if I have to duck out early, this is not to worry anyone. Also, thank you so much, Juniper, for the 15 streams. I appreciate that. This is not to worry anyone, but I, like, fell over in the shower right before stream. I've attributed it to a number of different things that could happen. Morgan and I were putting together our bed yesterday and today. And I'm old as fuck, so maybe my muscles are really tired. I'm going to enjoy the hell out of these sub badges, emotes, and Journal Girbeagly perks. Thank you. What? So, are you okay? I'm okay. I banged my knee up and my elbow up a little bit, but I'm alright overall. I was just standing there shampooing my hair. All of a sudden, my vision got a little bit dark around the edges, and it felt like I was being pulled forward from behind my eyeballs, and the next thing I knew, and this probably all happened in 0.001 seconds. It was just standing and then boom. And I ended up just like hitting my elbow and my knee on the tub. Did you try not falling over in the shower? Please be safe. I hope you heal quickly. Thank you. So a number of things could be going on. Yeah, I mean, Bree, it could be like the heat of the shower. I was taking a pretty warm shower for those of you who've been keeping up. I've been dealing with a pretty intense family crisis. And I've been taking kind of warm showers to get that, like, I mean, it's freezing here in New York right now. Like, I've been having snow and wind and shit like that with the winter. So I've been taking really warm showers, just feel cozy and warm and sort of cleanse. But those who haven't been keeping up, I've been in a rough mental health state. My family got some really, just really terrible news recently that's been stressing me out a lot, as you can hear. I've been kind of, I don't know if it was like a stress blackout, like a panic attack type thing, if it was just too hot of a shower, if it's sleep deprivation. I mean, it looks like someone fucking took a spade and tried to dig out my eyeballs here. Like, I'm aware I look like shit right now, so it's just one of those things. I've not been sleeping well. I've been traveling to go see my family. I've been dealing with a lot behind the scenes, so I think that there's maybe something to do with all of those combos altogether. So I'm looking forward to hopefully the new bed that Morgan and I just put together. I think it's probably worth all the muscle pain I'm feeling right now, but I can't wait to lay down in that and hopefully get better sleep and maybe take out at least one of the variables that might be causing me to be weird. I've been turning up my showers to lava lately because it's so heckin' cold. Yeah, and it just like, I don't know, it's like a cleansing sort of experience, right? Heat plus stress can definitely do that, yeah. I mean, Morgan deals with like POTS, right? She has like bad, circulation type stuff. She stands up too fast, she gets dizzy, falls over, that kind of thing. So, kind of similar to the idea of like, sometimes people get really overheated from that. I don't have it consistently like her, so I don't think it's anything to do with that, but just kind of my first thought was like, oh, it's probably I was just taking way too hot of a shower, So, you don't look bad, you look tired, and that is okay. Thank you, I appreciate that. I'm a bit sleepy tonight, so I might fall asleep midstream. I mean, totally understandable. Has your blood pressure been with all the stress? Not great. Probably something to do with that as well. I mean, my last time I saw my doctor, she was like, hey, stop drinking energy drinks. So I did. But I've been drinking Madrina's coffee, which actually probably has more sugar and caffeine in it than any of the energy drinks I was drinking previously. But it's kind of the only thing that's been keeping me going. So, yeah, and for those who don't know, I'll be public with everything going on behind the scenes. Why I've been taking so much time off, why my schedule is not set in stone right now. Tea-only band for you. Honestly, like, I probably should. But it's one of those things where, it's one of those things where, what the hell? Do you also piss in your cat? Inside the cat? That's honestly, I don't know what these people are into, I don't know what these people online are into, but, like, I've been online for a long time. Thank you, by the way, for the hype train. Good lord. Good lord. Good lord. Yeah, anywho. Merm, thank you for the raid, by the way. Welcome on in, Raiders. I hope you had a great stream. What were you up to, Merm? Tell us all about it, please. Please let us know. McCory, hello, hi, welcome to the stream as well. Hello, everyone joining. But yeah, again, schedule has not been great lately. I'm aware of that. I've had a lot of people be really nice and be like, hey, you don't have to worry about like sticking to any consistent schedule or putting out content or anything. Sadly, I live in New York State where like rent and bills are fucking sky high. So I do, actually. As much as I mean, I've been taking time off, obviously. But there's a minimum that I still have to be sort of connected to make rent and bills and things like that. So streaming is obviously a big chunk of that. So if you see me putting out videos and doing a whole bunch of other shit, it's not me not taking care of myself. It's actually the opposite. It doesn't do me any good or anyone in my life any good if I'm not, you know, doing my job at least a little bit here. So, I know you know this, but please don't rush on telling us anything. We're here vibing. I'm waiting on a couple things to happen on my family side. So without getting into it too much. Again, if you've been missing, you know, pings on the Discord, if you've been not present in streams or reading any of my social posts or anything like that, I get it. I'm a yapper. It's hard to fucking disseminate all the information that I regularly yap about. But my family was hit with some I mean, devastating is not a word that is enough of an impact. Really terrible news recently. And it involves my sister. And she's waiting to she's a teacher, and a lot of her kids, a lot of her students are fans of mine, which is pretty wild, right? Pretty weird. Weird mixing crossover of IRL and content life, right? And so I haven't talked about this too much in detail publicly just because I'm waiting for her to be able to talk to her students about it. And I don't want to, like, freak them out before she has the chance to sit down and tell them what's going on. So, keeping it pretty vague, but it's not good. So we're dealing with that. We're dealing with that right now, and it's been a lot of going out to visit the family. It's been a lot of trying to help them figure out how they're gonna financially handle everything and a whole bunch of other shit like that. So, some nights I haven't had energy to stream. Some nights I am forgetful about my schedule, and I forget, holy shit, I have a voice acting thing due in 2 hours that I ended up, you know, having to do yesterday night instead of streaming. The community has your back no matter what. I appreciate that a lot, Sky. Thank you so much. I know the people who have been here supporting the hell out of what I do, like, thank you, like, genuinely. I don't want people's pity or anything like that. I hope people are still showing up because they want to, not because they feel like they have to in any kind of way. But if the schedule is weird, if I'm a little bit emo on main here and there, just how shit's gonna be. So thanks for bearing with that. Amy, hello, hi, welcome. Welcome on in. Wishing you and your family the best, truly. Thank you, Nye. I appreciate that. It's, it's been a lot. But, you got the support from us always. I appreciate that. Thank you. Sending you all the good vibes. Thank you so much. Bree, you've been around for God knows how long. I appreciate you a ton. We're always here for you and your family. Thank you, Merm. Also, Merm, like, I didn't mean to, like, freaking sidetrack everything. How was your stream? Please tell me what you're up to. Please, please, please. I've been waiting for this stream all day. That's very sweet of you. Thank you. Oh yeah, the whole reason I was telling people about me falling over in the shower and being stressed out and shit is I don't know how long tonight's stream's gonna go. If I feel kind of crummy, if I gotta duck out, if I gotta take care of stuff, take care of myself kind of thing, I'm gonna be prioritizing that. So if we yap for an hour and I go, you know what, guys, I feel kind of shitty. It's really late. I can't really do killer frequency tonight. I might have to duck out. Otherwise, we'll have a fun night. Hopefully doing whatever. I don't know, though. Things are kind of up in the air. Things are a little bit scary. And that's that. Wanted to support you because you have stuff going on that is objectively just pure dog shit isn't pity and never will be. Sky, I appreciate you a ton. Thank you. We completely understand and respect your privacy and are also here to support you. Well, I appreciate that a lot. And I know the mods have a little bit more insight because I gave them a heads up, since obviously they're a large part of our community, what goes on, when I, go live, they're helping with chat, like what just happened earlier, that kind of thing. So they have a little bit more insight as to what's going on. Please do not pry them for information or anything like that. That's really rude. Like I said, I will go public with things whenever it's necessary. But I really appreciate the mods because basically everything I talked to them about earlier this week has been confirmed recently. So not fun, but really grateful for them. Like truly grateful for them. Really glad that we have like our mod chat over in the Discord to talk about things that are going on, so they're all on the same page too. You fell in the shower. Hope you're okay. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm just old and weird. No worries. It's okay to take that space for serious talk. Stream was fun and unhinged. Sally and I played Overwatch and Roblox. It's like the same game, right? And chilled out with Voyagers of Nira demo. I don't know what Voyagers of Nira is. You want to tell me more about it? You don't have to. I can literally just Google it. But I always love hearing about new games coming out, especially indies. There's so many games out right now. Holy shit. Like Marvel Rivals just dropped. Free to play, right? Infinity Nikki, which is like a dress-up, open-world, Genshin-style gacha game. I've been playing the shit out of that on my phone. That one's free to play also. And then they just dropped Path of Exile 2, and I just don't have time. I just got my World of Warcraft subscription. Things are so scary right now. I'm just happy we can talk even a little. Truly, though. Yeah, it's good to be here. It's good to be here hanging with people. Love the mods here. Seriously, the mods have done so much. Like, so much over the years. Like, just so much. Really grateful for all of them. Yeah, there it is. Pet mods. Wait, why is it pet mods instead of pet the mods? Maybe I'll update that command here. Marvel Watch? Yeah, it's basically Marvel Watch. It's so funny because everyone I know who loves Overwatch has tried Marvel Rivals and been like, I kind of like it more than Overwatch. So I haven't had a chance to play it yet, but I really want to play it because y'all know me. I unfortunately was an Overwatch junkie for far too long.
He only likes her because she's
McManiac, yo, thank you for the 43 months. Oh my gosh.
Happy holidays, everybody. Less than
Thank
two
you for the
love you and
prime.
hope you're
Appreciate
doing well.
that.
Heart.
Also, Squeebles, hello. Welcome. What? Yeah, it's still not out of my blood. You're right. It's so fun. I've actually been alpha testing it for several weeks now. The demo is finally out. It's a cooperative survival crafting game, and the setting is islands and ocean. It's been so great. Voyagers of Nira. Okay, maybe I'll check that out. I mean, God, I love a good open world survival crafting type of cozy game. I love those. Excited to see what you think of it. I'm so excited to try out a bunch of new games soon. Another potential 1K sub goal. It sounds like it. The funniest part, though, is, and maybe this is just the honeymoon phase for the game, but everyone I know is like, Marvel Rivals does not make me nearly as miserable as Overwatch does. So maybe I'll try it. Yes, join us. Oh my! I can't add another game to the plate this second. I just listed off all the games I've been trying to get into and everything. Oh my God. Also, oh yeah, I never circled back around. No static in the background. Let me pause the music, and then I'll do a little bit of chatting. Hello, hi. Is it all staticky and crappy sounding in the background still? I hope not. I readjusted all my XLR cables and my preamps so that it wasn't doing that in the background of my auditions, I hope. So I hope that it's good. I hope that it's a nice viewing and listening experience. And my voice sounds nice. No static. I don't hear any. Okay, awesome. You get another game to your backlog. Yeah, oh my God. That's the other thing. So a lot of my friends who have like massive Steam backlogs like I do have been like, my goal in 2025 is not to buy more games. It's to like actually like whittle down my backlog. And I've shared this before. I've been sent so many games over the 12 years of content, almost 12 years of content that I've done. I have almost over 2,000 games in my Steam library alone. That's not counting Xbox Game Pass. That's not counting Epic Games Launcher. That's not counting my consoles. It's a little bit much. It's a bit excessive. I feel like I'm going to drown and die. So it's just one of those things. Sounds good, 8. Thank you. No static. Awesome. Thank you, everybody. It is one of those things where I don't need more shit. I keep telling people this for the holiday season. I don't need more shit. I don't need more games. I don't need more toys or whatever the hell. I don't need more clothes. I got so much shit that I'd rather just have more time to enjoy. So me and my 59 games, but only playing Baldur's Gate this month. Yeah, that's been me too. I've been like rotating through the same 4, right? Thought my 140 played was bad. Yeah, Goose, I'm gonna die before I ever get through everything. Bringing Pile of Shame back chaotic. Oh my god, maybe we should though. Maybe we should. My Steam backlog is embarrassing. I mean, honestly, Pile of Shame did force me to beat a bunch of my backlog the years that I was doing that. It's fucking embarrassing, so I'm gay baby gamer jail until I can get through a significant portion of it. Same here. Listen, I'm doing the same thing. Outside of games that I'm going to be buying for stream, I'm going to be not buying new games in 2025 as much as possible. I'm going to be sent a ton of keys. It always happens. But I'm trying to whittle away, trying to chip at games. I was playing, like, a game on my Steam Deck the other day that came out in, like, 2018, and I was like, I get it. Oh, my God, I understand why this was a huge hit 6 years ago. Holy crap, I never got a chance to play it till now. And then the same thing happened. I was playing World of Warcraft until freaking 6 a.m. because I couldn't sleep, and Morgan was rearranging the bedroom for our new bed. And I looked at the clock. I was like, holy shit, 6 a.m. I got to go to bed immediately. And I was like, but I get it. I understand why people are addicted to WoW. Yo, what's up, Val? Hello, hi. Levi, welcome as well. Very careful about the games I buy and even the games I accept for free and still have a huge backlog. I feel ya. Here's the thing. I just get sent keys in an email. It would just be like, hey, we saw that you played this game. Here's a Steam key for this other game. And I'm like, well, I might as well redeem it and give it a try later. And then I never do. Me with comics and graphic novels. Oh, same here. Same here. Same here. I have so many. I got so many unread things. I even have the freaking Marvel Unlimited app that I read comics on all the time, and I'm just so behind on a million different series right now. Brian Me, 2025 being no/low buy for games. God, I hope so. Sometimes I get that, like, I need retail therapy. A $7 Steam game sounds good right now. And then I buy 3 of them. So, yeah, we'll see. We shall see. There isn't, time isn't real. 2018 was 6 years ago. I know, math is mathing right now, right? AL, hello, hi, welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Buy games and then only play them once because of my ADHD. See, my problem is most games I beat and I move on from. But every now and then I get a really special game that I'm like, okay, this is worth replaying like 20 times as my comfort game because I'm insane. Like Power Wash Simulator. Or there's like games that are like MMOs or have like a battle pass, you know, battle royale style games, FPS games, where it's kind of an infinite grind and it's set up to be played for like 2,000 hours, and those suck up so much of my time. Bullied my dad into buying Baldur's Gate 3 on Black Friday so I can force him into playing multiplayer once patch 8 comes out. I hope he enjoys it. It's 19 degrees outside. Please send warm thoughts. Yeah, it's about the temperature it is here, too. It really sucks. You can get therapy for free on Roblox and Therapy Simulator. Sally fixed me. That's like one of the worst things I've ever heard. Therapy Simulator in Roblox is insane. Dude, if we told a founding father that, they would just give up. They'd be like, you know what? We don't need a Bill of Rights. You're right. We don't need a Constitution. Y'all are just going to throw it into the mud anyway. Honestly, I think Steam Autumn Sale being kind of lackluster was good for my Steam library habits. Oh, same here, Goose. I mean, I bought a couple of the games I'm playing for stream at discounted price because of the sale, which was great. But outside of that, holy shit. Oh, my God. It's just like, I'm so sick of capitalism, right? I'm so sick of, like, wait, we just released 500 more games in 1 month, and you have to buy them all. It's, like, so bad. I don't like, because I don't get bad FOMO the same way that other people do, but I just know how much that affects people out there, and it bums me out how aggressive marketing's become for stuff. Games that would send a Victorian child into a coma. Yeah, load up Roblox, put them in Dress to Impress, and they have no idea what's happening, you know? Good lord. You got to go on stage for Thankmas? Paxton, I hope you had a blast. I didn't watch it this year. I was very fucking busy today, unfortunately. I'll probably go back and watch parts of the stream VOD. But mainly, I'll probably just get a summary from Ethan eventually. I'll just text him, like, tomorrow. The Mesopotamian people hearing that sentence, yeah, what is the point of us surviving exactly? Yeah, pretty much. So sick of capitalism. Yeah, so sick. Yo, what's up, Amanda? Hello, hi, welcome on in. Hannah, hello, also, hi. Just give me 1 second to read this in my brain. Hey, that's awesome. I'm so glad that you're getting hooked up with some procedures that you need. Also, the dentist doing that for free that's freaking awesome. Really hope that all this goes well and smoothly for you, Hannah. Get some good rest. Thanks for dropping by. 4.5 playthroughs into Cyberpunk. Number 5 is likely my last, possibly not ever, but at least for the foreseeable future. But by then, I'll be at 100%. That's my other issue, too, Goose, is I will play a game that I fall so much in love with that I'm like, I have to 100% achievement this. And I'm not, like, the biggest achievement hunter. I'm pretty good at just playing a game, enjoying it for what it is, the way it was meant to be experienced, and moving through, and whatever achievements I've unlocked through the first playthrough, that's good enough for me. But every now and then, there is a game that's so comprehensive or scratches that itch for me in such a good way that I'm like, I have to 100% this shit. And then I put like 200 more hours into it than I need to. So yeah. Spark, hello, hi, good to see you here. Hello. Got a hug from Ethan. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. He shouldn't hug in. His skin-to-skin contact, gross. No one look at my 1,000 total hours in Cyberpunk and Celeste. I rarely 100%, but Cyberpunk was one that I had to. It's so wild hearing people praise Cyberpunk so much. Like, that and, what was it? Freaking No Man's Sky had the, like, 2 most disastrous, like, game launches of all time for, like, most anticipated games of all time, right? And then, fortunately, because they were allowed to work on the game and patch it and make it better and make it turn into what they had originally promised it was going to be, and now that it, like, plays more similarly to that marketing, the games are phenomenal. And it makes me so bummed out we have, like, crunch time in the gaming industry, and, like, devs are overworked, and they have to release things before they're ready, and they're still buggy and broken because shareholders needed to hit the market during whatever fiscal year. It's so wild. It's such a bummer to see that. But it's awesome to hear that games like Cyberpunk are worth investing time into. I've thought about doing a playthrough on the channel. I don't know how long it would take me, probably 8 years, but, like, I would like to do that. And then a lot of friends have vouched for No Man's Sky. So, unbelievably different from launch. Everyone says it's basically a new game, you know? You stood right there and let me hug Ethan years ago. I can't believe you didn't save me from that. I'm sorry. I had to keep up appearances. It was contractually obligated at the time. I've been having the urge to play Spiritfarer again. Me too. It might destroy me on camera, but it might be one that might be a cathartic release for me as well. I do want to get back to it at some point. That was a really fun game. Very beautiful. I wish AAA game CEOs are very stop. Yeah, for sure. Like, 100%. I heard that it was like from the bottom up redesign, Goose, with Cyberpunk. Again, I really want to try it out. Really got to get back to Cyberpunk. Yeah, Bree, I hope you have time. Des Phantom, hello, hi, welcome. Similar boat going on for me. Corey, hello, Scattered, what's up? Welcome on in. Stories in Cyberpunk are amazing. I love a good open... I mean, you guys have been seeing that with my playthrough of Baldur's Gate. I love an open world game that lets me interact in really obscure, unorthodox ways with the environment and the characters, unlocking side stories, that kind of thing. I mean, that's great. That's truly wonderful. One of my favorite things to do. Like, just go on little adventures. Play in make-believe. A healthy escapism, as I like to look at it. There's also more than no reference to the Edge Runners, or more than one reference to the Edge Runners anime. I'm aware of the one reference for a very specific outfit But I'm looking forward to more and a couple characters. I know I've had that. Well, I've watched. I think it was when I was watching Mika's playthrough. I saw a couple things that I was like, wait, I recognize that from Edge Runners. God, I kind of want to rewatch that show too. That's such a good show. Keep referencing Cyberpunk when I talk about how good games can change your perspective because I had a whole self-growth realization when I was choosing who to romance. Love that. Love that for you. Media is art. At the end of the day, it's really cool when a story resonates with someone or a character resonates with someone so much that it has real-world implications. Obviously, as long as they're healthily separating the fiction from the reality and taking what serves them in a healthy way, it's always like really cool to see people grow and find parts of themselves. I mean, that was me as a kid watching Ranma Half, right? And kind of planted that seed of going, wait, I feel that way sometimes, though. And then as I became an adult, I was able to be like, oh, shit, that's why I was so into Ranma Half. I'm fucking gender fluid. Like, really wild. I spend way too much time playing dress-up in Cyberpunk. Some of the fashion, it pops off. You know, if that's the future we're looking at as far as fashion goes, we're going to have a lot of baddies running around. That's all I got to say. But yeah, anyway. Let's see. Touched on schedule's gonna be a goddamn mess. Moving forward indefinitely. Very, very grateful for this community support and what I do. Updated about shower incident. Updated about voice acting stuff. So yeah. Speaking of, I watched the first episode or two of the Ranma remake. It's amazing. It's actually so good. Mappa did an amazing job animating it in their sort of signature style, like for the fight scenes and stuff, while also sticking very true to the storyboarding from the manga panels and the original anime. Even the references, the one-to-ones have been really good, like honestly. Regular, I didn't have any drop frames on my end, so it might be on your side. I'm so sorry if that's going on. Also, thank you everybody. I didn't say thank you enough yet I didn't realize this until now. I've just been spaced out. But thank you for hitting today's sub goal already. It's not anything that's ever expected, but it's a huge help right now while I've been taking off a lot of time and probably will be. Thank you so much. Getting us back to 450 subs. Also, again, Becca, $50 towards the tip goal, which means that later tonight we'll come up with a new tip goal together. For whatever the next 50 will earn everybody. I'm sorry I'm falling behind a little bit on those special streams. Just with the chaos going on my side, it's going to be that way for a little bit. But hoping at least one of these weekend streams I have will jump back into some of the more earned incentive special streams. I'm looking forward to that. So, yeah. Anime Fangirl, hello, hi, welcome to the stream. I've been Bluetooth lurking, but I got the goose. Hey, awesome. I'm so glad that people are getting the goose whenever it's earned here. Very, very awesome moment. You're so fine. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you. That said, God, what else is going on? I feel like I was gone. I don't know why I'm talking like I was gone for a month. I think like it's just the past week alone has felt like a month. It's been just, something. It's been something. All I will say is, oh, that was what I was going to circle back around to. I talked about this a couple times before. I just want to always set expectations, be transparent, etc. I was earlier this year planning on raising money this month for Thankmas, like I normally do. We've raised a few $1,000s for Thankmas over the years, which has been fantastic. I'm always so grateful to this community. And then on top of it, you know, I want to support a friend. Sean is a friend. Ethan's a friend. He's always involved with it. A ton of my friends were involved this year. It was awesome to see everyone that Sean had lined up for the schedule, even though I didn't get to watch it today. But it's one of those things where, because of recent developments with my family stuff, we might be fundraising for someone else this year. I'm going to be doing a little bit of research into some organizations. A lot of the fundraising we've done for previous organizations is really very helpful towards this type of thing as well. And I'm just really grateful that I have a community at my back who's always willing to help out a good cause. I will do my due diligence to make sure that whatever I land on is something that I think people will feel good about supporting. But it might have a little bit more of a personal twist this year. We'll see. Just to keep people in the loop on that kind of thing. I mean, they did such an amazing job this year. They always do an amazing job with Thankmas, and there's no such thing as too much to an organization like that. But also at the same time, we'll be branching off to something else this year. So hopefully that makes sense. Did you want to hear update here on the VOD channel? Oh yeah, that's a great point as well, Bree. Thank you. If you didn't see my ping over on the Discord or the post that I put up on Instagram stories or Blue Sky, which if you don't follow me on Instagram and Blue Sky, that's a majority of where I've been yapping about things lately. I've been doing a little bit of crazy person journaling online on my Blue Sky feed. I'm sorry to anyone who's following me there. There's been walls of text, and I'm so sorry. I've just been, I've needed an outlet kind of thing. But if you follow me there, or if you don't follow me there, if you don't follow the Discord, I have been talking about how subbing to my VOD channel helps me out a ton. So if you ever use !VOD in the chat, you can pull up a link to the VOD YouTube channel. It's where I put up the unedited VODs from these streams for posterity. So that if you've missed a stream, if you had to duck out early, if you just want to rewatch something, live in the nostalgia, that channel's there for you. But if you subscribe to me, as soon as we cross the 1,000 subscriber barrier, I can monetize that channel. And I won't get a ton of money. It's not going to be like a life-changing amount or anything like that. But it's going to be one of those things where while I have a very intermittent work schedule and streaming schedule and content schedule in general, that's a free way to help me. It doesn't cost you a penny to go over there and just hit subscribe on the YouTube channel. You know, it's very beneficial to me in that way. So something to mitigate a little bit of the weird shit going on in my life. So if you ever want to go there and watch old stuff, even if you don't watch the stuff on there, if you just subscribe to it, like I said, it gets us closer to that threshold. So shouting that out, hopefully that's something that people feel like doing, because again, I mean, you can sub to it, and then if you're like, I don't want my fucking YouTube feed clogged up with a bunch of like VODs every day. I'm about a month behind, by the way, so enjoy the November videos. But if you're like, I don't want my feed clogged up, you can turn off the notifications while staying sub to it. But that said, once it crosses that 1,000 sub threshold, every view gets monetized from that point on, which is really great for me. I watch the Roblox VOD frequently because it's one of my favorite streams. Helps that I was in it. Honestly, that was so much fun. I really want to get back to doing more community games. Roblox at the very least. Maybe some Fall Guys again. I owe you guys Mario Kart on Switch. I owe you guys some Animal Crossing, which would be really fun. Originally, Animal Crossing was just going to be bingo, where we were going to hunt down different villagers. That sounds ominous. We're going to find Wart Jr. and we're going to fucking kill him, dude. But we're going to with those streams, with the Animal Crossing streams, I think it would be kind of cool to visit viewers' islands, because I did that, I think, like years ago, back in like 2021. I was doing that a little bit, and I would love to do that again, because that was just such a cozy, fun way to interface with the community. Wart Jr. Yeah, hey, what's up, Naray? Welcome. Don't kill my boy Ozzy. I would never kill Ozzy. Ozzy's done nothing to me. Wart Jr., however, come on. Animal Crossing hit list. I could do like the inverse of what like my villager tier list was, right? I could do an Animal Crossing hit list. Like, who is the most whackable of any of these villagers? My island sucks. I gotta prepare if you do that. It won't be for a little while. I probably have to replace my capture card, if I'm gonna be honest, which will be a financial investment I don't have the money for currently. But I'll figure it out. What's my favorite village? My favorite villager is the only villager that we have as an emote, which is Jeremiah the Frog. I love him so much. He's our Gerb Frog. He's a little uwu boy. Scotty Scoots, hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Hello, hi. Welcome, welcome. Animal Crossing no, no, Merm! Listen. We're not doing that, okay? I know they're fictional characters, but they're like, I mean, that's animals, right? I mean, I guess we're like in the Hear Me Out era. We still have to do Hear Me Out cake stream as well. Or the Hear Me Out stream where chat argues for their Hear Me Outs with me. And we just debate the entire stream because some of you are like, oh, Spirit the horse. And I'm like, oh, the most conventionally attractive horse of all time. That's not even a hot take anymore. So we'll see what that, I mean, but then some people are like, oh, Hopper from Bug's Life. And I'm like, I'm not with you as much on that one, you know? Or people are like, oh, Zootopia. And it's like, okay, they were designed. Lola Bunny. Yeah, okay, you mentioned a whole bunch of normal-looking characters. But then if you're like Sid the Sloth from Ice Age, then I'm like, I don't know, there's ethics should be involved here. Mine is probably Blue Bear, but honorable mentions Ozzy, Dom, Molly, Stitches, and Maple for favorite villagers. I know what like 2 of those people look like. Hot take, Black Beauty is greater than Spirit. Hear Me Out, you would be shamed in a medieval town. Honestly, that stream is going to be the digital equivalent of putting people into the stocks and just throwing tomatoes at them. Are anthropomorphic cartoon animal characters really too far? Because I don't think it's very different than most of the things you are mentioning. No, that's why I'm saying it's not too far. But Hopper from Bug's Life and then Sid the Sloth from Ice Age, there's a line somewhere in there. I feel like, I don't know. But yeah, that's the way that I think about a lot of that. Anyway, but yeah, I have not forgotten about, I'm actually actively trying to distract myself with so many fucking things these days that I am working on making a list of the earned, not any of the previous ones we've already done because I've already crossed them off the list and I don't remember what half of them freaking were, but all the currently active incentives you have earned. I'm trying to put those into like a doc that everyone in the community can look at, and then some of the ideas that we might want for upcoming tip goals and sub goals and stuff like that, so that we can keep track of that stuff easier and you can know what we have earned so we don't do like repeat stuff unless it's something that, you know, is like a chaotic noise stream that calls for that. Sid the Sloth is dreamy. That is a whole new sentence dropped tonight from the English language. Naray, thank you for the gifted sub, by the way, to Sally. Sally, enjoy those emotes. Enjoy the sub badge. Thank you. So sorry to derail. I'm not. I don't know if you're ever sincerely sorry, honestly. But honestly, live your truth, Merm. That's the way that you get places in this world. So I really like Ricky personally. He's a very angry squirrel at all times. I deeply enjoy his presence. He's just so angry. I love it. Honestly, I resonate a lot with characters that end up being, like, just grumpy about things, because I'm grumpy behind the scenes, and y'all hear my rants here even, but, like, the big thing that I always try to remind people of is, as grumpy as I might come across on social media or during rants and streams, is I'm very rarely actually angry about shit. You know, I'll talk about something like Aiden Ross is a terrible piece of shit, like something like that, and I'm actually a little bit angry, right? Or someone did something super uncalled for or bigoted. But most of the time, if I'm like, yeah, I think that it's like sort of annoying that like in Animal Crossing, I can't kill my villagers. I'm not like actually angry. I'm like, you know, frustrated that I can't do that thing. Oh, yo, what's up, Tiny Monster? Welcome. Welcome on in. I'll say that Dom was one of the new villagers that came out when New Horizons did, and he's a sheep that looks like the emoji that's smiling with tears in their eyes. Wait, I know that one. I actually know that one with the tie-dye shirt. Yeah. So, yeah. I can get behind Diego? I don't know which Diego we're talking about. This could go so many different directions here. So, he's just incredibly evil. And on your village/island, you'll see a blob with a tail that goes, It's excellent. I do like that. That's fun. Are we going to talk about Lola from Shark Tale? That's the, fucking, oh, God. That's the Angelina Jolie fish, right? I don't know how much that one's a Hear Me Out, because she was, like, aesthetically kind of modeled after Angelina Jolie, who is, like, to many people, conventionally attractive, right? So, that one's not that weird, in my opinion. When you can see a little bit of the archetype of... Okay, this sounds so weird. This is such an internet-only conversation. If you brought this to, like, Christmas dinner someone's getting up from the table and leaving. But I feel like when you can see conventionally attractive human characteristics in a, especially a digitized character, animated character, it's less weird in some ways. I don't know. Yeah, it's just the hot fish. Okay, yeah. What about Mater? I mean, if Larry the Cable Guy, if you are into, like, trailer trash chic, then go for it. You know, who am I to judge you? Alright, thank you for the gifted sub to Phoebe. Phoebe, enjoy the emotes, enjoy the sub badge. Taking notes so I can bring this up at Christmas dinner. Phoebe, make sure you're saying thanks to Neray. Thank you so much, everybody. What's wrong with Mater? Oh my god, yeah. What's wrong with Mater? Nothing's wrong with Mater. Everyone's got a type, you know? I refuse to hear anyone out. You will need to pay me by the hour for me to hear anyone out anymore. Well, that stream's gonna be, I mean, here's the thing. That stream's designed to be non-stop psychic damage, so I'm really excited to do that whenever that happens. So, we'll see what happens. We shall, okay? I think I can fix him. I think an auto garage could fix him. I don't know if you could, you know? So, anyway, God, what the hell was I had things that I was gonna, you know what? People were jumping the gun a little bit, and I missed some of it, I feel like, in the chat. But if you have any good news here tonight, I could desperately use some. Whole reason we do good news is sometimes people are having a rough day, and it's very nice to celebrate being like, wow, the world's falling apart around me and everything kind of blows. To know that good things are happening to other good people who are part of the same community. That's you. If you have any good news, as long as it's something that we can all comfortably enjoy together, I'd love to hear some of your good news here tonight. Make sure that you are congratulating each other, lifting each other up. It's just what we do here. Yeah. That will help counteract some of the crap going on in my life. Hearing about the wonderful things happening to you, because you have earned it. You've earned the good news. You've earned those accomplishments. And I'm so excited to read some. So yeah. I have a tummy ache. Please share good news. Yeah, and a raise a need for some too. How did we get here? Brie, how do we ever get anywhere? Honestly, right? Good news, I survived the week, and so did you all. Work has been an absolute time. But we vibe, and we weekend, and we persist. We do persist. And again, I say this every weekend. I am so unbelievably grateful that everyone has made it here. You have survived every challenge thrown at you this week. You made it here again. Really grateful to have you. This community would not be the same without you. That is not lip service. That is not something that I say as just the cliche phrase of the world would be different without you. It really would be very different here without all of you. I know. What the heck? I almost said Ina 4 instead of 84. Ina 4 months. Oh my god, thank you so much for 84 freaking months. Also, glad to hear you get to go see Chiodos. It's been wild. I've been listening to Craig's other band, Drugs, a whole bunch recently. So, we're in the middle of good news, by the way, Ina. So, if you have any, feel free to share it. Outside of the Chiodos stuff, I mean, that's excellent news. I gotta scroll back up. I'll be a little bit behind on chat, everybody, so just bear with me as I read through a whole bunch of stuff. I thought I missed out on a contract that I really want to work. Good workplace, not a defense contract. Turns out that they need one more on the team, and I'm one of the final 2 candidates. Final interview's Monday, and I'm really hoping I get it. Ace, fingers crossed for you. That's so exciting. That's so awesome. I really hope that you get that. The fact that you're even being considered for the interview, though, love that. Love that a lot. Already said my good news, but I was very happy to do a very dry bit on stage. Let's go. Representing the humor of this community with the dryness. My good news for tonight is that I got the goose. Yeah, Rack of Love. Yes, you did. Love to see that goose in the right people's hands. Good news. Me and Merm had a banger stream day playing Overwatch and Roblox Therapy Simulator. Definitely feeling more confident in my ability to entertain. Also, I got Winter Edition Red Bull and it slaps. Okay, I'm glad that you said that because I really want to try it. I think it was you, Sally, that I was even having that conversation with, but I really want to try the Winter Edition. So I'm going to trust you on this one, and if it sucks, this is your fault. Starfish, hello. Good time zones, hello. I've been lurking while trying to untangle a skein of yarn. It's a big mess, but good news, I got my new oven today after saving up. It's nice to make food that isn't microwaved. That's so great, Starfish. I'm so glad that you're able to cook with that. let starfish cook, let them cook. It's a small good news, but I was able to get a terrible red wine stain out of my family's Thanksgiving tablecloth. My mother took it over to a company party, and they had too much fun. So glad we didn't have to buy another one. No, I get it. Listen, the relief I feel when stains come out of something, I understand that stress that brings, Spark. I'm glad that happened for you. I thought I didn't have any, but I visited my sister's new studio space, tattoo and other visual arts, and it's almost finished and so cool. That is so cool, Wilting T. I love that. I have a bunch of friends who are tattoo artists, and just rooting them on in a very competitive and not necessarily the most lucrative business out there is something that helps a lot of them just have that confidence to keep going. Started a game on Dreamlight Valley recently, thanks to my sister who owns the game and the DLC. I also have access to all the stuff so that's my good news. That's great. I'm so glad that you were hooked up with that. Good news, I got Maddie's present ordered and last one I needed to get, and I'm making some blackberry pie and pumpkin pie this weekend for a belated Thanksgiving dessert night with my family. Brookie, love that. I know that you told us about the concept of the dessert night before, and I was like, that is so smart. Good news, my partner and I started reading the book we got from the library and also got our Lint Advent calendar. Love that, Banana Moon Puppy. Cozy books, delicious candy. What's better than that? Good news, had to get a mental health day off of work. I can read, I promise. Enjoyed the day with my siblings on a trip to the Science Museum. Nancy, love that. Glad to hear about everyone getting some good time in with their siblings. Really, truly. Good news, I had an idea for a story and I actually like it, so I've been working on plotting that as I get back into writing. Nice, so excited for you. That's lovely. Giving me some inspiration to start finally writing as well. Finished a pretty complex commission this morning. I got a really happy and super kind response from the client. It was great. Listen, McCory, your art is amazing. I'm so glad that you're getting that feedback that's really positive from those clients. I hope that there's someone you can maybe work with again in the future. My good news is that I may have a connection with a potential new job for me. Heck yeah, Sky, love that. Good luck with all of that. Subtle Sinner, hello, hi, welcome. Interviewed for a job that's kind of a shift away from what I have been doing. They emailed me for a second interview today. Love that. That's that foot in the door that so many people need. Really, really happy for you, Subtle Sinner. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Good news, I streamed again today with Sally after 2 weeks, getting my life together a bit again. I've been afraid that streaming would become that thing that starts to feel obligatory, but it hasn't. I really enjoy it, and I think I'm beginning to find my place. Here's my biggest thing. I love hearing about people finding their creative passions. I think that life is too short not to at least try something that you've been interested in. Whether that is streaming, whether that's art, whether that's writing, whether that's voice acting, whatever it is. You might as well try. You might as well do a little bit of research, figure out how to get going, and just do it. It's never gonna be perfect, but there's something super beautiful in the idea of just starting, of taking that first step towards your goals. I love that. I wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't very imperfectly load up some YouTube videos that had the frickin' Bandicam.com demo splash on the frickin' top of the screen while I played Happy Wheels at 4 frames a second and made like I don't know, I was just like imitating other content creators at the time, basically. Just being like, oh no, poopy, whoa! Like, I don't know. I wouldn't be where I'm at if I hadn't evolved from that, but given it a damn try, right? Good news, since I was laid off in May, I've been working through a prep course for the medical coding certification test. I've basically been teaching myself, and I completed the course this week with a 95%. Damn, look at you. Okay, flex. I still have to take the exam, but passing the course is the first part of getting my full certification. Juby, rooting you on. That is awesome to hear about, truly. I have unmatched taste, so you will 100% love it. Oh my god, I'm so far behind in chat. Sally, I am putting my trust in you, okay? I got a roof, no more cooking with my raincoat and gumboot. Hey, a roof is very good. Very, very good to hear. Yes, excellent news. Thank you truly for all this great news that's being shared. EP Evan, hello, hi. Good news, my parents are finally starting to realize might actually be neurospicy and possibly themselves. Hey! That is wonderful to hear. My parents are from a generation that didn't have classifications or very good literature or anything, any research for that kind of thing. So when I was diagnosed as ADHD when I was 7 years old, it was a totally different ball game. And I think both of them have a little bit of something going on, especially after having worked in psychology myself. But they'll never admit it. They'll never actually research it. They'll never look into that kind of thing. So to hear that you got that support, and they're even maybe been like, whoa, I'm figuring out something about me too. That's kind of great. That's awesome to hear. I love that. It gives me hope that we're breaking the cycle for future generations. You know, you got to start somewhere. Yeah, exactly, Paxton. You got to start somewhere with all your passions out there. You know, not a big chatter, but I love this community. Well, Evan, I'm so glad to hear that. I'm really, really glad that I can be people's lurk stream of choice. Good news, I'm spending this month getting ready for top surgery in January. Let's go, Xander. Thanks to the cat distribution sister, my sister and her partner just adopted their foster kitten. That's so cute. Oh my God. Also though, Xander, God, we love gender affirming care. Good news here in this community. Love, love, love that for you. I hope that all of that just goes so smoothly. It's wonderful. Truly. Your support and encouragement over 8 years, oh God, is a genuinely substantial part of why I'm still drawing. So I appreciate that. Corey, I mean, it's one of those things. I don't just hand out compliments to hand them out. People have to, this sounds so gatekeepy and kind of weird, right? Also, Rack of Love, enjoy the lurk. Thank you so much for being here. It's one of those things where, people kind of have to like earn my trust or my attention in some ways. I've been in this industry so long and in the voice acting industry now for a long. I was literally just talking to one of my favorite voice actors actually about this. We were DMing last night about just how often we've both been burned by social climbers and people who have tried to use us for our knowledge or connections or networking, whatever. So when it comes to me actually not keeping someone at arm's length, encouraging people, that kind of thing, that's something that like they kind of have earned, whether they realize it or not. So seeing your art evolve, seeing you consistently work at it, you working through the challenges and stumbles, and so many other artists here in this community as well, it's so awesome. It's very inspiring to other people, whether you realize it or not. So I love seeing people thrive and just keep working towards their goals. It's really great. I've been on a similar trip with my parents about ADHD and autism. My mom tells me you just get that from your father, like this shit's not genetic. And my dad was surprisingly receptive when I listed off all the shit we both do that falls under ADHD symptomology, so I can relate. Yeah, again, I am so happy to know that parents who are probably a little bit older than me, like Gen X, as well as like millennial parents around my age, are a lot more open-minded, mainly just due to that, like, emotionally, I don't know, it's like emotions and feelings and things like that were not prioritized by a lot of older generations. I'm not saying that everyone in those generations weren't capable of those things, but socially they were very often brutalized for trying to express themselves in so many ways that we get to have freedom to do now. And unfortunately they enact that on their kids, and then their kids will enact that on their kids, possibly. And that's always such a shitty thing to see. So to hear these stories where parents are getting involved and breaking that really awful cycle of, you know, not talking about feelings, not talking about things like neurodivergent issues, and, you know, just believing in mental health care at all. That stuff is so awesome to hear. When I was working in mental health care, when I was doing psychology, it was a nightmare to talk to those types of parents who would not do that thing. You know, from the older generations who just didn't believe that the work that we were doing was actually helping our kids. So it would just, yeah. I don't know. It's great to hear that stuff. Thank you. That is very good news, in my opinion. Shira, welcome to the stream. Maddie, hello. Hi as well. My good news is that I just finished my company's Christmas card. My boss comes up with a wacky theme every year and mails it out to her customers. This year, I was chosen to illustrate it, and it's ready to print on Monday. Let's go, Maddie. Lovely news. Love that so very much for you. Very, very fun. Good stuff. Hello, everyone joining, by the way. So good to have you here. I know I got started late. Again, zero guarantees, zero, as far as my availability, or just I don't know, really just anything that's coming down the pipeline here. So, Kieran, hello. Thank you for the 45 streams, by the way. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Do you and Morgan want a Christmas card from my family? I mean, you would not be the first person from the community to send me a family Christmas card. We have many of them. It is actually wild. I bring up the thing like, oh yeah, because obviously like it sounds surprising, right? Like, oh, people have like things I've written or said tattooed on them. And that's always like, you know, my brain explodes, but then people are like, oh yeah, no, that makes sense that's like a big, sort of like very intense thing, right? But the number of holiday cards and wedding invites, especially wedding invites, another big kind of like intense thing that we get from the community. We have gotten many over the years. It's been really wild, honestly. Are we good newsing? We are. I have a great deal of good news here. I would love to read your good news. I'm very, very proud of you all the time. My mom always orders way too many, and the pick this year is actually kind of cute. Love it. Love it. Yeah, the wedding invites are great. We have like a whole drawer of just wedding invites from the community. Have you ever gone? I have never personally shown up to someone's wedding. There's layers to that. Also, anyone who's gifting subs, I appreciate you a ton. But also, please don't make yourself go broke or anything. The amount of subs we've gotten, we've already slipped back from a ton tonight, which means 1 month ago people were very generous. But please don't break your back over it or break your bank account. And Ray, thank you for the gifted sub though. To Evan, enjoy the emotes, enjoy the sub badge. We've never gone to a fan's wedding. We've gone to other content creators' weddings, which is really fun and interesting. But we've never been to a fan wedding. Part of me is like parasocially a little bit funky to, you know, step over that boundary there. But it also, I mean, it's like, I don't know, some of the mods and stuff I've known for years at this point and met in real life and hung out with and stuff. So maybe that's where the line gets like a little bit more acceptable in my mind, because they're like full-blown adults and shit, who I have like a personal relationship with. But never like the random, because sometimes it's like people have been in the community for a long time, like Liz, like Chronic Daydreamer invited us, and we were like, you know, that's really nice, but also you are in the UK. And then we who else was it? So Frilly Fia invited us, and we were like, we can't make it all the way out to, I think it was the West Coast or something, stuff like that. But sometimes it will be someone that I'm like, you have chatted or left like a comment or like replied to like a social media post like 2 times in the 12 years that I've been making content. So I would feel really uncomfortable being like the gimmicky celebrity guest at your Z-list celebrity guest at your wedding. But very sweet when people want to include us. It is. Yo, what's up, Duchess? Hello. Good news. I'm on the final Ori of Will o' the Wisp boss segment. I find it almost impossible. Started to gently attempt a live to motivate me to keep trying this chase. Well, Duchess, good luck. I hope you're able to beat that boss. If I ever get married, now I'm going to invite you for the bit. I mean, you can. Here's the thing. We keep all of the invites. They're always beautiful. The engagement pictures look gorgeous. Everyone's outfits, stunning. So we'll keep them for posterity and as like a, oh, wow, people care about us kind of thing. But very low chance I'll show up to someone's wedding, you know. So, yeah. Please don't break your back. But never a 0% chance, right? It's like the Bill Murray stuff where he just shows up at people's parties. Please don't break your back over it. Me just about to hit pay on an Ohio chiropractor. Trats. Oh, no. Miss Soph, I love seeing her live her best life. Yeah, I hope Soph's doing great, honestly. So, yeah. Maybe they really resonated with those deep, profound 2-message combos. Maybe. I mean, a lot of people just watch me and lurk, and they feel like they belong here, because they do. And again, I appreciate everyone's energy. I'm always really happy that people found a place that feels comfortable, and also they're, you know, not disrupting the energy here. So I appreciate them in that way. But it's very hard for me to justify, like, going to travel and see someone's, like, big day if I don't know them. Will you come to my cat's birthday party? You know what? I would be more tempted to do that because I love cats. I was lurking and cooking dinner during good news, so late congrats to everyone's news today. Thank you, Kim. That's really sweet of you. Good news is that we have the opening reception for the art exhibition. My work is in yesterday. I tabled it at an art sale today for the first time, and I sold so much work and received like an insane amount of support. And the play I'm in opened this evening, and it went very well. I've been stretching myself so thin lately with the amount of things I'm doing, but the last couple days have been a nice reminder that my time and work is paying off. Yeah, and that people, appreciate the effort that you put into things. I mean, stretching yourself thin always sucks, as we all know. But having that feedback where it's like, hey, I kind of have to do these things, and now that I've done them and put this like emotional labor and this physical labor into them, they're being appreciated like at the level that I hope that they would be. It's always great. Always wonderful to see that, for sure. So, love that for you, Shira. Like, truly, you are so unbelievably talented and skilled at so many things. Beans82, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Hello, hi. Welcome, welcome. So good to have so many familiar names here in the chat. My good news is that... Oh, God. What's some of this actually good news that doesn't sound depressing? I almost said my good news is that I didn't crack my skull open when I fell in the shower today. I've mainly just had, like, gallows humor recently. It's not been great. My therapist said that I can make, like, 2 of those types of jokes a day. Let's see here. Yeah, bed. No, that is good. Yeah, Morgan and I have a brand new bed, new mattress, new bed frame for the first time in, like, 16 years. Very excited for it. Very excited for the upgrade. Before, we were just using an old, very old bed and very old bed frame that we got like years and years ago. So, to everyone with good news, way to go, congrats, etc. I'm very dissociated today, mostly exhausted, so I'm kind of out of it and I don't have much energy to chat. Well, Uber, I hope that all the good news, all the good vibes from the community is something that can help pull you through, or at the very least be like a good comforting presence here tonight. Put Girbeagly in a bubble. Came down in a bubble, bro. Backhanded good news? Yeah, that's, hey, in a way. How did your voice acting audition go? Well, it got me to fix my mic audio. I fixed all my audio cables, so that was a good thing out of it. I did 3 reads, technically, last night. And I think 2 of them went really well. So I have a higher chance in my mind, personally, from my own critiques of my performance, higher chance to land those roles. The third one, I didn't do quite as well, but I had kind of run out of emotional stamina for it by that point. So we'll see what happens. Sometimes it's really funny. A lot of the times when I've landed a role, it's because I thought I wasn't going to land the role, and they've been like, you actually killed it. The most recent big role that I still haven't been able to announce yet, I did that with, where I ran it. I put like a ton of energy into it. I got all crazy in the audition, and then I sent it, and I listened back to the file, and I went, I might have gone too crazy. Uh-oh, they might hate that. Oh, God. And I played it back for Morgan, and she's like, no, it's great. And I was like, no, here, listen. I sounded bad there. I didn't sound good. And then I ended up nailing it. So maybe that will happen again. You can never really predict it with voice acting. My good news today is that I got candles from Bed and Bath and Body Works. Had to like break down that acronym in my brain. Candle Day. I also got Twisted Peppermint Lotion and perfume with that for free. Hey Beans, glad that you're treating yourself to some fun stuff. Yeah, came down in a bubble, bro. Wicked Witch of the East, bro. I think that it's so funny that all those memes are coming back because Wicked exploded so hard. It's so funny to see things get necromanced that way. Let's go. Also, hope you and Morgan get a lot of good rest on the new bed. Yes, sleeping. We slept on the couch last night because we put the bed frame together yesterday and then didn't have anything, like we didn't have the mattress unwrapped yet and like all set up. So we finished the bed frame's final parts today, and then also got rid of the old stuff, the old box spring, old mattress, old bed frame, and now we have, the mattress is expanding over the next like 24 hours or something, so we may be sleeping on the couch again. We'll see. Unfortunately, the work grind never ever stops, and I have to go to finishing my screenplay land. God, that land is so crazy. I've been there several times myself. But I will keep stream on in the background and will be an evil little fly on the wall. I mean, Shira, if I were to cast you in something, that's the perfect role for you, you know? So, it's good to have you here. Good luck with all the screenplay work. God, I would love to start writing screenplays again. It's been way too long. but it's something that I used to do with my best friend. And as I've shared this story like 2,000 times, so let me do this for the new people. But my screenplays have been seen by Stan Lee back when he was alive. Stan Lee got to actually look over 2 screenplays that me and my friend were working on. And he was like, they're great. They're really fun. But there was this unwritten producer rule that he was like, it's going to be really hard to shop these around without a third one. Because there's like a rule of 3 in Hollywood to write 3 and submit them all at once, unless you have very strong connections to someone. So yeah, take this as a sign. Oh my God, me as I juggle 55 other things I'm doing behind the scenes. Maybe, we'll see. I really want to start writing some stuff again. That's actually wild. So one of my best friends in college got a job working for Stan Lee when she graduated. She just dropped everything, moved out to LA, said, this is what I'm doing. She had majored in classic film study, and she ended up applying for a job to work for, I think it was Bang Pow, or Pow, whatever, Pow Studios, whatever Stan Lee's studio was after he left Marvel. He had his own studio that helped basically treat scripts and screenplays and stuff. So they would adapt them, they would shop them around for people who they accepted them from. They still worked very heavily in the comic book industry and comic movie industry. I mean, Stan was constantly traveling and consulting and stuff like that, doing cameos in all the Marvel movies, whatever. And she got hired as his assistant for years until he passed away. And what ended up happening was she told me about the job. And I was like, oh, so you like run coffee for him and grab his dry cleaning, right? Like typical LA assistant. And she was like, no, I'm like his like screen like editor assistant. Like she like did some of that stuff, but hung out with him all day and like he got her input on like the scripts, which is fucking crazy. So me and my best friend had just finished writing a couple horror movies that maybe someday we'll see the light of day. I don't know. Maybe we'll shop them around at some point. And it's sick as fuck. Yeah, it's actually crazy, right? And she was like, just send them through. She's like, Stan, I could maybe get Stan to look at them. And we were like, wait, what? And she's like, yeah, there's a very small chance that like he'll accept them to like sell and market around or anything. But like, you don't mind us like marking them up and stuff like that, right? And we were like, from him? No, please. Please, we want the, like, fucking teacher's red marker all over this shit. We want that red pen on everything. So we basically had Stan Lee look over our work and say that it was pretty cool. So we thought that was neat. That was a cool little thing. Anyway, Alex, hello, hi, Alex Crystal. Good news, I'm slowly recovering from COVID. I'm in the weird dry but slightly runny nose and constantly thirsty phase. Also have a final exam come Tuesday, so hopefully I can try to study between now and then. I hope that you get that studying in. I hope that you recover, give yourself lots of fluids and rest and everything else you need. Glad to hear that you are recovering, though. So cool and a huge opportunity for her. I know, yeah, Starfish. I was like, damn, what's Stan up to this Oscars and stuff like that? Like, because she got to, like, go to the Oscars with him and stuff. It was just really cool. I hear stories like this, and it makes me wish COVID hadn't fucked up my dreams so much. Well, here's my thing, Wilting T, and we talk about this here a lot, and it's going to sound like a cliche, and you're going to roll your eyes, and you're going to go, okay, but every fucking person in the world says this. There is no such thing as a time limit on your dreams. There are grandmas who are like 85 doing fucking TikTok dances, making a cool like $10,000 a month doing that. I guarantee you that's how much they're making because I know exactly how much money people make from TikTok, since I have a lot of very successful TikTok friends. There are people who are writing books in their 50s and their 60s and their 70s and getting published. There are people who are starring as characters in movies at an elder age. Regardless of how old you happen to be or how old you think you are, the coffin lid is not yet closed on you and your story. There's so much that's left to do, and you can do it. I believe in it. You might not have the schedule, you might not have the time, you might not have the finances to invest fully in the ways that you want to. Doesn't mean it's never going to happen, though. The way I always describe it, I say it here all the time, it's not a dead end. It's a fork in the road. It's a bend around the corner. Something like that. And if you ever do run into an actual dead end, who says you can't turn around and backtrack to wherever the fork was and go back the other way? Yeah, it's never too late until it's too late. Yeah. I know that's how much they're making because I'm, in fact, both 84 years old and a grandma. That's also true. Thank you all. I'm just glad I can finally breathe. Yes, that's good. I'm glad to hear that, Alex. The 2016 elections essentially nuked my intended career, renewable energy research, and I probably won't ever get back to that, but I have pivoted into rocket science. Like, we have actual rocket scientists here. And you know what? It's pretty fucking cool, too. There we go. Life leads us down unexpected paths all the time. I never planned on being a content creator. I never planned on doing this. I'm going to be the fucking 8 millionth fucking dumb idiot uploading YouTube Let's Plays about video games. And it's going to be a fun hobby, and my mom's going to ask me about it whenever I go visit her, and that's going to be it. I'll have like 12 loyal viewers. And to me, that was enough at the time, because I conceptualized it as those 12 people will be genuinely interested in what I'm doing. Those 12 people will be there to watch whatever I do because we have similar passions. And that's going to be more than zero. And that's a really good benefit. And I've kind of just run with that mentality. And I don't know. I haven't looked at my follower count recently. What is it at now? We're almost 24,000 followers on Twitch. I have over 40,000 subs on YouTube. I had no fucking idea that was going to happen. Sometimes life leads us down paths we don't know are even there. So, you can figure it out. It's going to take work. It's going to suck ass at times. But you can get there. I promise. So, you don't look a day over 90. 108 years young, baby. Level 108. I helped save a NASA satellite from crashing because it didn't know what decade it was in. Like, how in the fuck? Ace, what the hell? Deep cut lore here? That is incredible. What? That's actually so fucking cool. I have so many goals and milestones I want to hit. I'm excited for the possibility to at least try. Listen, Starfish, having a lot of different interests is like, I know it's a freaking generic saying, but like, variety is the spice of life. Wanting to do a whole bunch of stuff is how you get to try out a bunch of stuff. It's how you get to go, that thing's not for me, that thing is. Oh, this thing that I didn't know was for me is actually for me. Like, that kind of thing. I mean, a lot of people look at me and go, wow, you are very successful because you've been able to do this full time. And I'll pat myself on the back for that. I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this shit. Same with voice acting. It's why I've gotten the, types of accomplishments that I have under my belt. But I haven't done everything that I want to. There are days I go, wow, I'm a failure. Oh, it's too late for me to write a book, or it's too late for me to do X, Y, and Z. I get in the same mentality. I do. So you're not alone in that. But then I snap myself out of it and go, what the hell? I'm like 10 years older than some of my friends, and I have done so much in my lifetime, like, that they are just doing now, but I don't feel like I'm behind them. I feel like we're doing things at the same time. I feel like I have been figuring stuff out as it unfolds in front of me. And that's all we really can do. So, yeah. Go at your own pace. You'll figure it out, I promise. I always think back to 13-year-old me who was like, I will have 10 published books by 25, and you know what? I need to spend time living and learning so I can better my writing. Haven't published a book, but I got a microstory out there. My old professor used to teach his class without knowing it was mine. I'll take that W. That is a huge W now. That's actually so cool. One of my favorite stories from a previous employer, we got there on one Monday morning to a bunch of panicked emails. The oldest satellites we were responsible for woke up that day, thought it was October 1995. It turns out the satellite was programmed with a 10,000-day lifetime. God, that's the Y2K fear right there, right? That's so funny. Starting in 95, but launched in 99, go figure. We had to uncap its little day counter to push back in 2023. That's insane, though. Actually crazy we have, like, space junk that can possibly reactivate and destroy shit or be some kind of nuisance. Really wild. I have no brains, but I'm absorbing your inspirational words with a moist You know, moist sponge. I was very briefly an English major, and I don't know what sponge means, and I don't know if I need to in my everyday lexicon. There's so many things that I'm so glad, Merm, that you're absorbing things. Are you just saying sponge funny? You're just saying sponge funny, right? You're not. This isn't something. Oh God. Oh, SpongeBob. Oh, okay. I got it. SpongeBob. Oh God. It's so fucking funny because I just know whoever implemented that cap was like sitting retired on a beach somewhere and just got the spider sense tingles down the back of his neck like, my actions are having consequences. For me, it's I have as much time as I need, but COVID made the path infinitely more difficult because of all the things lost from in-person school. But you're definitely a big reason I'm not so doomer anymore and can be less worried about the time it takes. Here's the thing. A lot of people want to use COVID as the big bad, and it was in many ways. I'm not going to downplay how impactful COVID still is and how terrible some things have become, especially if you are someone who planned on remotely accessing things or accessing programs that no longer exist. Elijah, welcome to the stream, by the way. Hello, hi. But again, to think that we weren't already dreaming about things or to think that we weren't already working towards goals pre-COVID would be very fucking silly of us. There's a lot of things that are going on that COVID changed. Again, I am not stupid enough to deny that. But at the same time, a lot of the doorways that were open pre-COVID are still open. A lot of the doorways that were open during COVID might have closed a little bit, but are still there. A lot of them just were replaced with a different type of door. So as much as it sucks that there was all this change in the government and infrastructure and you name it, yeah, being a doomer about stuff is not how we get to our goals. Being a doomer about stuff is how we give up on things when we still have so many years of our lives left to try to chase them down. So that's the way that I try to look at it, is like, yeah, you can feel your emotions, but the moment you let them control you, the moment you let that weird feeling of anxiety or, just hopelessness take the wheel fully and dictate every action, you, with a logical human brain, need to make, that's the only failure there ever is, you know? Huge news came out of Rwanda this week that they essentially shut down an outbreak of a new virus with a 90% mortality rate by implementing COVID-style contract tracing and restrictions. So that's pretty cool. Damn, yeah. So that's a positive that came out of it, is we did get a little bit better about tracking some stuff, you know. So, but yeah, that's the way. That's the way. But yeah, it's one of those things, I guess, long story short, don't put all your eggs in one basket. That is what leads you to disappointment. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Be aware that life opens up in unexpected and weird ways when you're sometimes just trying to survive, honestly. So, again, I was a pretty miserable shit for years. And content kind of fell into my lap in a very weird way. And I'm very grateful for it, because I wouldn't be here now without it. It's kind of cool to hang out whenever I want. Prefacing this with saying that COVID is and was definitely awful in itself, but I feel like the pandemic was more so a catalyst to the big bad than the big bad itself. I agree. I think it's, again, it was something that was the root in many ways that then the symptoms of within our infrastructure, our government, our society in general, we started seeing the flaws there. Some of those flaws started getting stronger. Unfortunately, fucking money dictates everything, that kind of thing. It sucks, but it's not impossible. I promise you it's not impossible. Putting everything into one very specific, rigid path is definitely the way you fail. I promise you. So being like, I needed to take this class to do this, or I needed to talk to this person to make this connection so I could do X, Y, and Z, that's very unrealistic. So that's the way I try to look at those types of things, because those are the things that people bring up to me all the time of, oh, well, I didn't get into this one very specific class. Guys, I started voice acting in video games, a dream of mine, from the time I was 7. A very gate-kept profession, by the way. Not even gate-kept, just gate-kept by the difficulty it is to get into it. No one's actively trying to gatekeep voice acting too often. It's more of, it's a really fucking hard industry to get into. And through sheer fucking willpower and just trying a bunch of different shit, by the way, before I even took a formal class, I landed some roles. Simply from doing the things that they teach you in classes, which is observe. Observe, learn from the greats. Emulate others. Also, by the way, Cam, thank you for the Prime. I appreciate that. I know that you only get one of those a month. Thank you for using that here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. 4 freaking months with Prime. Dusky, what's up? Good to see you here. Welcome on in. Starting to realize a lot of the doomer mentality is my autistic black and white thinking and difficulty changing big plans. And that part's understandable, and that stuff will be outside of your control. But, again, those of us who are very neurodivergent, because I have trouble sometimes shifting gears as well. I get very hyperfixated on shit. I get very depressed when things don't go my way, right? I get really anxious when I have to, like, do something that wasn't planned for the day or whatever. Within those emotions, which are very valid to feel, I know as a grown-ass adult who doesn't want to be an infantilized baby idiot, or looked at as that by other people, I have a logical brain in here as well. So as hard as it might be in the moment, I give myself that time. I let myself feel those big emotions. I let myself have my tantrum. I let myself, be upset, think the worst thoughts, and then I let the logical brain take over and reroute shit as much as it can. Because it does no good for us to sit in our hopelessness, right? Yo, what's up, Talia? Hello, hi, welcome. Just got back from my choir's first show of the season. Let's fucking go. Love that. Love that so much for you. Hope that it was a blast. But yeah. Big hint, they don't only run the class once either. Yeah, that's also a good point. A lot of the things out there that you think, oh man, I missed my chance. Someone else might be doing it. Someone else might be coaching that program or offering an open roster for something or offering education, whatever it might be, So, there's no time limit. Caption just said, give me a latte. Oh, don't give me one now. I will be hypercharged the whole night. Although, you know what? I'll probably end up being depressed and sitting up playing World of Warcraft later today anyway. So, maybe the latte will help. I'll just be in my gamer moment. Oh my god. Yo, what's up, Milo? How we doing? Good to see you here. Hello, hello. Hope things have been good for you. Welcome on in. Also, great lady, I think I saw a message from you. Let me see. I was on 2 really long phone calls. How are you doing? I don't know if there's been an update on your family. The most I was revealing, great lady, is for especially anyone who's been joining here kind of late. There is, Kofi. Kofi's there, as an optional thing to support me through, but also, again, VOD channel. I'm trying to push people over to the VOD channel on YouTube. Again, ! VOD if you want to check it out. It's a free way to help me while my schedule is a total fucking mess, and I can't guarantee how often I will be live or doing any of the things that I want to do as far as providing you with content and whatnot. But I would love normalcy right now. But the VOD channel, if we get that to 1,000 subscribers, we're at I think close to 800-ish right now. But if we get to 1,000 subscribers, I can monetize that channel, and it's not going to give me any sort of life-changing amount of money. But it's free to you, very easy to sub over there, very free. And it will be very beneficial to me while I am missing out on a lot of work as things continue to develop. It's gonna be something that helps mitigate things. So that is something that I recommend doing. I would really appreciate. But yeah, if you want to go the extra mile, Ko-fi is available. I did put up a picture of the outfit that I got for my spicy Christmas outfit that I'll be wearing this month for a couple streams, I think. We'll see. But there's a little preview of that available on the Ko-fi. Not me in it, just a picture of it hanging up. But yeah. No worries on sharing too much. I don't want to pry, just give my support. Yeah, so, Gray Lady, basically what I shared was, so the news that's been going on, has to do with my sister. Not good news for our family. And we are going to be, we're going to be visiting her. Me and my family are going to be around. Like, I'm going to be out visiting my family all the time is probably what I should be saying. So I'm going to be pretty busy on and off here with real life stuff that's going to interfere with a lot of my upload schedule and my streaming schedule and shit. So really grateful to anyone who's like just around to hear me yap. Oh my god, I've been yapping for 2 hours. I even said, I was like, I don't even fucking know if I'm gonna end up playing the game tonight. I'm so sorry. I had the perfect title and going live notification. Listen to how hard I cooked. Average radio DJ moment as the title. Come on, that's funny, right? And then more like killer frequently. Am I right? Because it's a serial killer in the game. Anyway, I don't even know if I'm gonna get around to it tonight. But for those of you who don't know, my sister is a teacher, and her kids, some of her kids, it's so before any of the shit went down, you can reuse it, we'll forget you already did it. Before any of the shit went down, we were, like, she's been telling me for years now, her students will ask her, oh, do you have any siblings or anything like that, Ms. Long? Do you have, and she'll tell them about me and my YouTube career and my Twitch career and stuff. And a lot of them will be like, can we go follow him? And they have. So for years, I have actually been... Whoa, what the heck? Thank you. Oh my god. Thank you so much, Anonymous. Whoever you may be. What the hell? Thank you so very much. That is not expected. Especially with all the support we've already gotten tonight. What the heck? Thank you, Anonymous, for the 12 months to Milo. Milo, enjoy the emotes, enjoy the sub badge. I know I always say this, but like, especially for people who have been around a while, who know how dangerous it is to be someone who supports me. How are we at a level 4 hype train already, by the way? Holy crap. Thank you. Holy crap. Thank you so much, Anonymous. I'll try not to get canceled over the next year. Got 12 months. Of me hopefully not saying something incredibly problematic about how much I think that squirrels are better than chipmunks or something like that, so you can use those emotes and the sub badge and everything with some pride. Dusky, what the heck? Thank you so much for that 1,000 bits as well. That is a huge amount. Like, thank you. How dangerous it is to support me. Val, listen, you don't know the half of it. I've got street cred. I'm a dangerous individual. All right, you've held a pretty good streak for 8 years. I've been trying my best here. I've said some fucked up things in the past, but like.
Nice autism. Did you get that from the autism store?
Kirion, thank you. Good lord, thank you. I appreciate that. Again, my favorite alert we have.
Let's push that bar a little higher.
What the heck, Photon? Thank you so much for the 100 bits. I appreciate that a lot.
Liberal. Nice autism. Did you get that from the autism?
I gotta get more bit variations. Thank you, Val. That is a huge amount of bits as well. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. We're gonna get back into Gritty Goose territory at this rate. Gritty Goosers, you want to flex on everybody with your 1% status? Absolutely problematic that you would pit two bad bitches against each other. So true. See, I'm already starting right here. I was just saying 8 years out loud feels like getting punched in the gut a little bit. Listen, I'm closer to death than you are. So, like, how do you think it feels from my end of it? Also, Lloyd, God, I'm reverting, guys. I'm regressing. Becca, thank you for the 43 bits. You can have the rest of mine. I use them for fan cams. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. God, I have like 4 different conversations going on right now, but I appreciate everyone a ton. I'm not going to pretend I have not ever said something like, problematic on stream before. I've been called out by my fan base, and this is what I fucking love about my community. I've been called out by my fan base, especially my mods, when I've said shit in the past. It's been a while, which I'm very grateful that, you know, I am listening and learning, as every human being gets to do. But good God, there's been some times I'm not a fucking infallible person. I am just as human as anybody else out there, and it's why I'm always like, this is just someone behind a camera sharing their opinion on things, and I don't claim to have all the answers or to always be right. So I hope it never comes across that way either. But I can win if I try hard enough. Guilty as charged. Yeah, listen, Shira, I'd say this every goddamn time you're here for this conversation, but you especially, holy shit, back in the day when I would say something that was like just a bit too edgy, and you'd be like, hey, Brian, just want to bring up, like, you said this and it was very uncomfy for like me and a couple other people, and I was like, all right, that's fair.
I want that goose.
And it's one of those things, like, I'm grateful for it, because I learned a lot from that. You know, I had those moments where I was a little bit, I don't know, too ahead of myself, and it was good to have that gut check every now and then, and it was really good to adjust who I was and how I engaged with the internet and how I engaged with content, etc. So, also, Paxton, thank you for the bits. I appreciate the loose bits. And also, Maddie, thank you for those 100. Hashtag keep it real. So true. Love the way Justin said that. God, Justin says so many things in such funny pronunciations and inflections. Like, truly. Dusky, whoa, what the heck? That is a massive... Like, thank you.
The mods have joined me on this coup. This is a hold up. The stream is now ours. Girbeagly.
We have not even said... I am... thank you so much. Yeah, Ina, 7 years. Holy crap. All that support. I appreciate that. Dusky with the 1,000 more goosey girlies. Yeah. We could get some goose and girlies. Also, Becca, those of you who don't know, Becca tipped while I was offline last night to earn the first tip goal. Now we have to make up, we have to do 2 more polls here for 1 more earned tip goal past this, sorry, we're closed, and then also do one for a new idea for 150. Thank you, Becca. Thank you very, very much. The mods are constantly overriding whatever it is that I have to say or do, and for that, I will let you know that someday, you will pay the price. You will pay the consequences. That's all I have to say. All right? Chat, what if we got to 500 subs? That's a big ask. I don't want people to have to push themselves to some sort of crazy limit. All right. Let me... Now I'm combusting. Thank you all. Like, genuinely, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm gonna take a sip of water. Oh my god. I'm retired, can I just watch? All mods are allowed to just watch, even if you're not a retired mod. I talk about this all the time. We don't have, like, monthly mod meetings like a lot of communities do, because A, I trust you as adults who are able to adjust to things in the moment. If there's something I need to update you about, I'll just do it intermittently. And no one is ever required to be here modding. If you are someone who's like, I feel like modding tonight, like, you can. But if I want my mods to have the privilege to just vibe and kick back and enjoy the stream the same way as when they were a regular viewer as well. So, yeah. Taking out a loan to gift 100 subs. I mean, at this point, with how much subs cost, maybe not the worst thing to do, right? And these mods are free range. They are. Yeah, organic, grass-fed. Thank you, everyone, for that level 5 hype train, by the way. Enjoy the emotes. Enjoy whatever fun things you got out of that. Oh my god, 3,000 bits, 12 subs. Thank you so much. I'm grass-fed. I'm grass-fed in the, like, Zaza way sometimes. I call Eddie every now and then. I want to throw this skein of yarn at the wall. Oh, no. So sorry you're dealing with the frustration. Speak for yourselves. I'm full of GMOs. I'm full of so many growth hormones. Lurk Gremlin mod here. Yeah, Slade, I appreciate you. Like, truly. Full of microplastics all the time. My favorite picture, one of my favorite memes on my phone is Girbeagly modified organism, yeah. Is, I have this picture of Spyro the Dragon. Let me find it. Energy drink. I found it. This is Spyro the Dragon. And for some reason, he's really, like, inflated. And he says, I'm so full from the energy drink I had for breakfast. Yum. And I always have to do it in that kind of slow voice. I don't know why. Yum. I'm so full from the energy drink I had for breakfast. Yum. That's one of my favorite memes. But it's also only downloaded onto my phone because there was a night that it was like 9 p.m. and I realized I really had only had an energy drink in the morning. Not healthy. Don't do that to yourself. Please. I heard Spyro inflation. Of course you did. Also, let me like step back like 5 different conversations to what Gray Lady was asking for those who came in late as well. So again, fucked up schedule right now. I promised we were gonna get back to some more Killer Frequency tonight, and I honestly don't know if we're gonna have time now because I'm like just very out of it tonight. I have enjoyed the conversations. I've really enjoyed the company, so thank you for that. So full from moist sponge. Yum. God. Anyway, yeah, Sally. Also a mistake I make regularly. Truly. Speaking of growth hormone, did you know that before 1985, we could not synthesize human growth hormone, so it's taken directly from the pituitary glands of cadavers? I actually did know this. Occasionally, this would result in people getting prion disease. Yeah, I actually knew this. So hopefully Chad enjoys that cursed knowledge. Yeah, now we synthesize it, so it's pretty chill. But it could also explain why the older generation and some of the symptoms that they had. Wow, that's disgusting. Great. Yeah. I love facts like that so much. Oh, I do too. Absolutely. Anyway, going all the way back to what Gray Lady was talking about. My schedule's a mess right now. It is going to be a mess for the foreseeable future. I will probably not be yeah, prion disease, not Brian disease. Brian disease is what you get by exposing yourself to too many of these streams, which is also, unfortunately, not healthy. I'll just let you know. Yo, McCory, get some good rest. Thank you so much for hanging out. Please get some good rest. Thank you very, very much. I'm dealing with shit. Again, those of you who have been missing stuff on social media, specifically Instagram stories and Blue Sky, if you don't follow me there yet, easy way to keep up with what I'm doing. I'm so sorry for the avalanche of posts I've been making. I've been losing my mind, and I've needed some kind of outlet to vent on, so you are going to only have an avalanche of walls of text over there. But easy way to support what I do, for sure. But things have been shitty, to say the least. My family got some pretty terrible news about my sister. And that's all I will be sharing right now about what's going on. But I will be out of town visiting her on and off, and just dealing with that with my family. And sometimes I'm going to have streams where I go live at 11:30 at fucking night, like I did. And sometimes I'm going to have streams where I start regularly and things are fine and I have a lot of energy. Like tonight I'm pretty energetic, compartmentalizing, well, that kind of thing. But there's a pretty scary thing going on behind the scenes. And my sister is a teacher. And as I was mentioning before, we got all thrown off track. Some of her kids that she teaches, some of her students are fans of mine, which is really weird, right? Some of them were fans of mine because she told them about me. And then some of them were previously fans of mine, which is always that's the weirder one, when they're like, I know who Girbeagly is. So, Moss, hello, hi, yes, thank you so much for the well wishes. But as a result, I'm waiting for her to announce some stuff about what's going on before I go public with my side, because, again, some of them do follow what I do. and I don't want to like freak them out. I don't want to like tell them this is what's going on, and then before she gets a chance to explain to her class what's happening, have them be like, hey, Miss Long, what's going on? Oh my God, I saw the news. Like, I don't want to be the one who breaks it kind of thing. I want her to be able to do that. So that's why things are a little bit hush-hush at the moment. Some people have probably been able to pick up from some context clues as to what's going on. My mod team knows for the most part. I mean, I've filled them in over on the mod chat in the Discord. If you're a member of the mod team, you can go check that out if you want an update. But I am going to be really busy, and that's the extent of what I've shared. So, Gray Lady or anyone else wondering about what's been going on my side of the screen, that's the vibe lately. So there's going to be some days, and I've always said this, I will not stream if I don't feel like streaming. There's going to be times that I don't seem as on because I'm very distracted, or my energy is low, or I'm sad, or whatever. But it doesn't mean that I don't want to be here. The nights that it's too overwhelming to go live will happen here and there. A couple of them already have, kind of thing. But it is something that we've been dealing with for some time now. And in the last week, we got a pretty bad update about it. So, but I also, on top of all that, I do have to stream to, again, pay for rent and bills in very expensive New York State. So, I'll be live. I'll be making content. Completely understand. All my hope goes to her and your family. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hope you never feel pressure to share more than you're comfortable with. I never do. I am almost 40 years old, which is fucking insane to say out loud. I don't know when I got so old. But I have learned in the over a decade of content creation I've done, where I like to keep the line as far as what I consider sharing enough and keeping some things private. I'm kind of an expert at it. Unfortunately, you are stuck with us, so you will have an audience when you do stream regardless, and I appreciate that. Sending your whole family love. I appreciate that, Milo. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. Ugh. So old. Almost 40 years young. 40 years young, baby. Level 40, baby. Absolutely understand. I really wish you and your family well during this time. Thank you. Thank you. We'll see what happens. Sending your family love and support. Thank you very, very much, Ina. Thank you to everybody. Like, truly. Not to make it super depressing or anything. I mean, again, I'm here to hang out and have a good time. Still don't believe that you and Morgan are lying for sympathy or something. I don't know, but you're not 40. You're not 30. You're not 35. Again, it's one of those things. Korean skincare, also genetics. The skincare is built in to the Korean genetics. We'll be here always. I appreciate that, Worm. Thank you. I have been, honestly, I've been like, you know what? Like, I'm really embracing the mommy era. Like, I want to be the cool wine aunt. I'm not shying away from this. I want to normalize aging, especially presenting femme. Like, you know, our media, our society's so brutal because of misogyny and the patriarchy towards women aging especially. I want to break that both in normal mode and femme mode whenever I can. I'm embracing being a mommy. I love being, like, a powerful wine aunt mommy. The way my brain works, you're permanently the age I met you. In here, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I've changed a lot, but, like, it's not so much I've changed. I've changed how I have publicly talked about things, things that I publicly am comfortable sharing, my mannerisms and personality a little bit, but, like, who I am on the inside, I've always been what you see here. Just, it was a little bit more subdued, whether that was because Mickey Mouse was watching, or Michael Mouse was watching, or because I thought I had to be a certain way on the internet or whatever, but I've never been fake, you know? So, if you met me when I was in my 20s still, it is what it is, you know? I'm still that person in a lot of ways. I think, if anything, I feel a little bit more confident in who I am. I feel a little bit more like the shit that I do might not be as exciting to the online all the time crowd, but is more authentically me. Also sending your family love. I'll be here when you stream because you'll never get rid of me. I appreciate you, Becca. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, every time I see anti-aging content, I scrunch up my face extra hard to speedrun wrinkles. Really gotta stick it to them. Thank God I'm not a teenager anymore. Thank God most of you are not teenagers anymore. God, I was looking at my analytics on YouTube, and because the most recent content I put out have been shorts, I was looking at my shorts analytics, and shorts analytics on YouTube, I was reading this article all about it, about how they tend to skew towards the 18 to 24-year-old male demographic. And I'm not saying there aren't good, kids in that demographic. There aren't good people in that demographic. We have a bunch of them here, right? But they tend to skew that way, and they are... It explains why the comments are so fucking terrible. A majority of people watching YouTube Shorts these days are 18 to 25-year-old men who are unfortunately probably like brainwashed by incels like Andrew Tate or whoever, or Aiden Ross. Like the just incel like dipshit coded dudes are the ones who use YouTube Shorts. Any of us with a brain are on like, I don't know, Instagram Reels or like TikTok, I guess, comparatively. But like YouTube Shorts tend to skew that way, and every time I put up a YouTube Short, someone leaves some absolutely brain off comment or like the most horrible, like offensive shit I've ever read in my life, and I go, I wonder what this person's like, and I think we figured it out now. So the Shorts comments are so fucking bleak. They're bad. I'm like worried about the future when I read them, but then I'll like go watch like some video on like, and like I'm not saying anywhere is a utopia online, because you're still taking like a vertical slice of like society, and there's always going to be some shitty trolls and whatever, but like it's kind of nice to like go and look at something on a different site and be like, oh, normal people or people with a personality or people who are actually funny leaving comments, so Shorts comments make me want to touch credit, right? You're like, I can't end up like that person, so I have to go do some shit. That analytic describes me, and like I said, there's some exceptions to the rule, and I'm really glad to have you here. I remember when I started watching you, and I was a college student making $16K a year, and now I am, and here I am making the most I've ever had in my life, and being the oldest I've ever been in my life with 2 college degrees. You're kicking ass, honestly, Becca. I'm proud of you. Don't say that you were a college kid. God damn, everyone's so young. I tend to lurk on anywhere with short form content, and good on you for just enjoying it. Like, not feeling like that weird urge, like, I have to leave a comment. I didn't like that, so I have to leave a comment. I have to get involved somehow. Like, sometimes it's okay to just, like, scroll and vibe and hit like on the things you do like, and train your algorithm to send you stuff you actually like. That's what the like button's there for, and I feel like people have fucking forgotten that. I stick to my subscriptions with YouTube Shorts. I never free scroll. Yeah. It's dangerous waters. My poor friend made a short about an indie game soundtrack. Every single comment is a 10-year-old saying, what about Pizza Tower? It's either 10-year-olds or Germa stands, or 10-year-old Germa stands. I watch shorts on my TV's YouTube app, so I don't see comments. That is a really great freedom. We used to have the joke back in the day, in the like golden era of YouTube, in the late 2010s, when like me and Ethan and everyone else was making a bunch of stuff more regularly, where we would just agree. We'd be like, bro, you're freaking out, you're spiraling. You never read the YouTube comment. Don't read them. And I was the only one who broke rank regularly in our group of friends, because I would just, I liked writing back because I had the best community. I had people who were not shitty all the time. I had people who would leave nice comments or funny comments I'd get to write back to. And then if they left something shitty, I'd just delete it, So I think Twitch ate my messages I returned from helping my girlfriend with her portfolio. Hello, Bree. Hello. Hi. Yes, I can see you. I can count on my hand how many times I've ever left a YouTube comment. It's kind of wild. It's like, I like when people leave supportive stuff, but again, just hitting like on videos, even the VOD channel, like that helps out a ton. Way more than a lot of people realize. And it keeps your feed, your algorithm. People are always like, why am I seeing all this shit that I hate? Well, you left a bunch of hate comments on videos and then didn't leave a like on the stuff you actually liked. Or you just free scrolled on TikTok and watched things and went, haha, that was great, but didn't support the creator to train your algorithm to send you more stuff like what that creator makes. That is a hell of your own making. That's your fault. We have the technology. You can make your experience a lot better, I promise. Thankfully, I'm off the short. The only exception to that is Twitter, which is run by an incel. Thankfully, I am off the short form grind for the most part. Hell yeah. I deleted TikTok a year ago. I purge Insta unless I need to post a photo or story. Yeah, no, I'm glad that a lot of people, especially people from the era of always being on YouTube. No offense to you or anyone from that era, but you know, Milo, you and so many people were young when a lot of us creators were making stuff in the beginning, and people were just always online, right? And it was so hard to like disconnect yourself because that was your community. Those were your friends. Those were your comfort creators or whatever. And to see a lot of you grow up and be like, I have a much healthier relationship with the internet now, and I choose how to engage and when to engage, I think that's so good. That makes me really happy to see that. But unfortunately, we're seeing the sins of that being repeated by the younger generation now. So we'll see what happens. Sarah, hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Hello, hi. I employ the remove from watch history button regularly because sometimes I go down YouTube rabbit holes and then all of a sudden my entire feed is cave diving disaster videos. What is the 15th video here about the putty cave doing? I very seldom leave comments on YouTube. Huge reason I was a big lurker and didn't make myself known in the community until after a few months of following you on Twitch, a couple years of watching you on YouTube. Yeah, Brookie, you've shared that before. And honestly, again, I just appreciate that anyone watched my YouTube shit at all because or is here at all. Like, none of you are, I'm not entitled to any of your time. None of you have to spend time here. I really appreciate that people can do that and like just enjoy whatever it is that I'm doing. Because I don't feel like my content is necessarily better than it used to be. I'm definitely not as consistent. Maybe with streaming, I'm a little bit more present now, but like, I'm just a person. I didn't make it big like a lot of my friends did. I'm just me. So, I work paycheck to paycheck. I vibe. I try to have fun. I try to do things I hope my community likes. But I don't have like a team behind me or anything like that. No, bro, absolutely my ass was watching OG Milo Tobuscus, the ultimate poison. God. Good lord. It was so wild, too, when people were like, I can't believe that dude became like a right-wing grifter, like, piece of shit. And I was like, I can absolutely believe that dude did that. Because, like, that dude was bumping lines of coke at YouTube parties for years. Anyway, yo, Bewick. By the way, Bewick, I realized I was saying your fucking username wrong this whole time. I'm so sorry, dude. I'm so sorry. I was calling you Bwick the first time you rated. I'm so sorry. Yeah, how was your stream? What were you up to? Unless now I'm saying it backwards. It's Bewick, right? Okay. Thank you for the raid. What were you up to? How was your stream? Please tell us a little bit about it. If you're a raider, please read the rules so you don't get timed out by me, a mod, or Nightbot. I'd really hate to have that happen to you. We're just kind of vibing tonight. I was going to play a game, but I have a lot of horrible family crisis stuff going on in the background. So I didn't realize how much I just needed to vibe and chat with the community tonight. This has been very good. If you don't know me, by the way, my name's Brian, aka Girbeagly. I'm a Korean-American, full-time Twitch partner, YouTuber, and voice actor. I do a little bit of everything. I play AAA games, indie games. I open up Pokemon cards. I do some cosplay from time to time. Welcome on in, though. I hope you enjoy your time. If you follow, thank you for helping our humble little community grow. If you don't, that's okay, too. It's the internet. I'm not going to take that personally. You are not going to vibe with every single person on the internet. That's just the way it works. But thanks for supporting Bewick or Blaine. Okay, Blaine, if you don't mind. I mean, hey, man. Becca, thank you for gifting a sub to Blaine. That's so kind. Cute cat on the screen. Yeah, that's my my new cat, Elsa. Just played some Community 4 and had some good real talks. Love that. Love, love, love that. Love people in our sort of wheelhouse normalizing, just having chats. Talking through shit. Yo, Becca, thank you for the gifted sub to Charcat as well. Charcat, enjoy those emotes, enjoy the sub badge, enjoy the ad-free viewing for 30 days. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate everyone here tonight. I was talking about it with a friend, but I'm very thankful that my editing job is for a guy who has continued the traditional YouTube vlog format, because that really is the YouTube I wanted to be involved in. I don't want to make Mr. Beast video. I don't think anyone wants to, honestly. Outside of the pay, maybe, right? But the ethics, you know, honestly, who you work for, Milo, is like the dad of the internet. So like, it's some cool shit. Like, you're doing some really cool stuff. Also, thank you, David V, for the follow, and thank you, Amandapedia. Hope you enjoy your time here. Welcome on in. I forgot what I was talking about. Just the internet in general has changed so much. I come from a different era. I am a boomer. For all intents and purposes, being a content creator for almost 12 years makes me like retirement home age for a content creator. But it's been really interesting seeing other content creators around my age or even slightly younger as we continue to like age and still keep doing this shit. Because I think that a lot of people don't realize that even when you go full-time, we're not making Markiplier dollars, right? We're not making Mark money. We're making, although I will say Mark has been very generous in the past with how he has treated his friends, and I'm really grateful for that. But we're living paycheck to paycheck. Most of us are. We're doing this thing because we like working for ourselves. We like making content. It's something that some of us feel like we're good at. But it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's a weird grind. I know I put up a slightly depressing post on Blue Sky the other day where it's like, so we all just are going to do this shit until we all run out of money and die, huh? Instead of eating fruit on the beach and letting like 10 guys in the whole world control everything. Like, just kind of doomer. But also, like, there's a little bit of truth to it. I don't know. It's like a grind. It's always a grind. And it's fun, though. It's not like the most unhealthy thing I've ever done. I'll say that. Paxton, get some good rest. Thanks so much for lurking. Thanks for vibing. Appreciate you being here. What do you mean, Girbeagly? You have a big number next to your name, and you have to be a billionaire. It's so funny, though. It's like, I've shared this a couple times. There's, like, articles out online that I'm assuming AI wrote or, like, data scraped or whatever that claim I am worth $6 million. Morgan found one a few years ago in 2021. Said I was worth $18 million. And I was like, I don't think people understand how much, like, 50K would change my life right now. I don't think people understand, like, how much, like, 100K would, like, permanently alter my life. So, like, it's, like, one of those things where when I see those things, I'm just like, this is some bad disinformation. This is going to set a terrible precedent for, like, people who don't know how to figure out what's real information online and what's not. It's just like a really scary time where we have people with no media literacy or critical thinking skills just like reading the AI answer from Google and being like, that's reality, and it just being a fucking robot saying the wrong thing. Maybe they leaned on the zero for a little too long. Yeah, it's like Girbeagly's net worth, like take away a lot of those zeros, dude. I heard 10 guys on the beach and was reminded of that one video of Cassidy, Hanzo, and Junkrat on the beach. The OW brain rot. I remember seeing stuff like that when I was still a YouTube follower and didn't know about Twitch. Yeah, there's just like so much noise out there. It's like very hard to keep up with a lot of it. We're already seeing that, unfortunately. Yeah, exactly. I know it's Twitter. Unfortunately, like I'm fully off that shit. I go back to retweet my tweet about being on Blue Sky. And again, there's no such thing as an internet utopia anywhere. No platform is. But it's one of those things where right now, Blue Sky's been doing a pretty good job of keeping the Elon Musk fanboys and MAGA assholes off of that site. It's been real, and they've actively tried to do that. They had an ad. I saw a picture of an ad that was like outside of a subway somewhere that was like an X through the word trolls. And it had a picture of a dude wearing like an American flag hat, like screaming angrily. And I was like, God damn, it's nice that they are self-aware about their brand. Like, it's nice that Blue Sky is, like, actively keeping those people away. That they're like, no trolls. None of these assholes. And it's part of their actual, like, marketing. Saw a comment from someone on YouTube claiming that 10 minutes is the length the video has to be to get mid-rolls. I was passed out thinking about how people still think the platform is the same as it was in 2016. God, the people who just don't know how anything fucking works in this world it's crazy. Blue Sky has been so much better. Blue Sky has been a breath of fresh air. One of my followers wrote something that I reshared over there, reposted yesterday that just stuck with me, which was like, other social media is so aggressively policed by algorithms that, you know, everyone has to like basically like do stuff for other people. You have to do stuff so other people want to engage with your stuff, and you basically become like a brand, even if you're a regular person in some kind of way. You're putting up this front, right? But Blue Sky is where you get to be you. You get to post like the dumb, stupid meme of I ate a sandwich today. And someone who's like, oh, that's really good. I'm really glad that they ate a sandwich today. Can hit like on that. Or you might get 0 likes and just be like, whatever. I journaled for myself. I don't care because I don't have someone in my comments going, you ate a sandwich? Wow, you're a piece of fucking shit. I bet you vote liberal too. Like it's just like so different, dude. I've faced so many years of abuse online because, again, having doing this over a decade as a marginalized LGBTQ plus POC, like I have gotten the lion's share of so many awful fucking comments, and I'm sick of it. You know, it's like I block people very quickly these days. I make sure that I protect my peace and make my internet experience what I want. It's like, I'm so sorry I can't hear your discourse about me being in an echo chamber because I'm having a good time being a real human being. You know? I'm going to head out and get things situated before clocking in. David, good luck with all of that. Thank you again for the follow. Hope that you have a good night. Booting up Twitter or Threads, the very first post, always irritates me. I immediately leave, but I rarely see that on Blue Sky. It's been amazing. It's been really nice. It's been very, very nice. So, yeah. I love pancakes, so you hate waffles. Exactly. The classic. I bet you ate the liberal sandwich, you liberal. Yeah, I bet you I bet you made that with not white bread because you hate white people because you're so woke. The sandwich that makes you non-binary. Yeah, Mom, I ate the sandwich that makes me non-binary. Oh. Liberal sandwiches would probably be delicious. I mean, they'd probably be good, right? It's like a chicken teriyaki or something. So, yeah, DEI bread, exactly, from the woke store. The woker market. I bought a new phone, and another Blue Sky win was that I didn't have to go through the process of resetting my password because I forgot it. Let's go. Let's go. I love that. Like, truly. I made a turkey and Kobe Jack on croissant sandwich with hot chocolate for dinner. Is that liberal of me? Becca, yeah, that is. And thank you for your service. Like, truly. Twitch app, don't fail me now. Yes, Twitch app, stop failing. Again, the updates that they've done for the Twitch app recently, they're starting to listen to us. We got to keep being loud about this shit because I like seeing the mobile app being usable again because, God, it was dog for so long. Good Lord. Mom, you didn't cook that hypocrite sausage well enough, and now I'm pansexual. Oh, my God. The pipeline. Can you introduce me to Cute Kitty? So this is Elsa. Twitter would implode if the down with the cis bus was posted on there. Also, Dust Phantom, get some good rest. Thanks so much for vibing. Appreciate it. Like, truly, thank you so, so much. This TikTok layout's not it. Yeah, I mean, it's not my favorite, right? But here's the thing, is the last update, or the last version before this update, was just that. It was just the live feed, and then you had to go to a special tab, like click a little button that was hard to see in the upper left corner to even look at the channels you follow, right? Now it's at least got like the headers the way that TikTok does, where it's like one is your following tab, one's your live, one's your like clips or whatever the hell. And I like that a lot better than what it was before this one. So at least it's like very small steps, but it's getting slightly better kind of thing, right? Silver, hello, hi. Oh, you still have the old version? That sucks. Oh, I hate that for you because it is unusable. And not to mention the app was super unstable and crappy. So not my favorite update they ever did. The most recent one that they did, whenever you get that rolled over, obviously there's like, what, hundreds of millions of users on Twitch. And rollout of features is going to be kind of slow, right? But that kind of thing... hopefully everyone gets sooner than later. Maybe I got it because I'm a partner. I don't know how things work. But it's improved my mobile viewing experience a lot. Elsa, the photogenic queen, her green eye really goes with that. I know, right? Yeah, I'll talk about Elsa here in a second. Yo, what's up, Liz? Hello, hi. Yeah, praying. Thoughts and prayers. Honestly, instead of actual lives, they should do what everyone else is doing and just let you scroll through clips. I like that it's kind of separated, though. But, like, it would be kind of neat if there was, like, a mix of, like, who you're following in one tab like that. I wouldn't be opposed to that, for sure. But I do like having, like, 2 separate categories where I can see everything in some kind of discernible way. I also don't use Twitch much anymore, so maybe they think I'm low priority. Could be. I don't know. Small multi-billion-dollar company. Anyway, those of you who don't know my new cat, we got Elsa back in September, and she is lovely. So she is a cat from Morgan's birthday. Those of you who don't know Morgan, Morgan is my partner of 16 years. I don't know how she's been able to stand me that long, but she's still here, and I probably wouldn't have survived the past, like, week or 2 without her. Not even a joke. I don't know if I would just be alive to the world. Like, I would just be a mess on the couch. I would not be moving. I would not be eating. I would not be doing anything if it wasn't for her. So, but I retract my statement because it already exists. You're all good. You're all good, dude. Yeah, so for her birthday, I took her to a cat cafe that had recently opened up near us. And I was like, oh, yeah, like, this will be a fun little date. We'll just go and we'll pet cats, and that will be lovely, and we'll eat some snacks and get some coffee, and then go out to, like, a nice dinner afterwards. And while we were there, you know, we thought the owner was really nice. The cat cafe was probably the cleanest one we've ever been in. It was just really well laid out. The snacks were good. The coffee was good. The owner is a former barista, so the way she makes coffee is, like, very, very bougie, and it was very cheap. So we liked all that stuff. Yo, Merm, take care. Thank you so much for vibing. I appreciate you. Seriously, I'm going to go haunt that Reaper from the match today in my dreams. Go do so, yeah. Astral project and haunt people or something. Merm, take care. Thank you so much for vibing. So we went into the actual cat part of the cat cafe, and, you know, 10, 12 cats, something like that, were in the room, and they were all kind of running around and playing. A bunch of them ran up to, like, sniff us and, like, investigate us, and they were all very, very cute. But I sat down on the couch that was in the room, and a little white cat, immediately, within 30 seconds of us being in the room, jumped up onto the couch and climbed into my lap and just, like, curled up in a ball in my lap and let me pet her. And I was like, oh my god, she's so cute, she's so adorable. Oh my god, she has 2 different colored eyes. She has a blue eye and a green eye. That's so cute. Wow, what a cutie. And she just sat there for a little bit, and she, like, was licking my hand, and then she, like, kissed me on the face and stuff, and we were like, this cat's so damn cute. What the hell? Too bad we're not on the market for a new cat right now. We're giving Sig all the attention. For those of you who don't know, we had another cat named Plinko who passed back in 2021, and we were kind of in mourning for a very long time, and we weren't sure if we even wanted to get another cat because Sig was so used to being alone and the only cat that we didn't know how he was going to react to another one. She knew she was supposed to go with y'all. I mean, it was one of those things where I was like, I'm going to play with some other cats, right? Like, she crawled back off my lap, and I was playing with another cat. I've told you guys about the cat May, who was in one of the cat trees, and she, like, sniffed my face, and she, like, licked my face as well, and she was very cute. She has a kind of similar pattern to Sig, but she's, like, just a little girl cat, right? And she's still there, and they're still trying to get May adopted before Christmas, and I'm just like, we're not in a position right now to adopt a third cat, but, like, if we were, May would be home with us so fast, probably, because she's so sweet. But the white cat that we met, we thought about her a lot, because she did the same thing. She cuddled right on Morgan. Her name was Elsa. named after the Disney movie, which is one of my favorite Disney animated movies. And she was just in our thoughts a lot. And Morgan finally looked at me one day and was like, can we please go adopt Elsa? And I was like, I don't know if we can do that right now. Oh my God. So we talked it out, and because I was like, I might want May though. And we just sort of prosed and conned it. Morgan was like, there's just something about Elsa. It made it feel like she was meant to meet us and meant to be with us. So we were like, let's go visit again and like talk about getting some paperwork with the Cat Cafe owner. We go there, we inquire about Elsa and May. So we got both of their sort of intake forms. And we looked into the Cat Cafe, and Elsa was not cuddling with anyone else. She was kind of avoiding other people. And we were like, that's so weird, you know? And we were telling the owner, we were like, yeah, so Elsa, like, is she like antisocial, or like what's going on here? She's like, oh no, I mean, she's like a really great girl. She's great, but she does like her like little spot. She doesn't like to be disturbed, you name it. And we were like, that's weird, because when we were here, the whole reason we were considering getting her is she was like cuddling up with us, and I don't know if it's like the energy we give off or what. But the owner was like, wait, okay, so if you guys are really seriously thinking about taking her, why don't you just go in and get like another like half-hour session for free on me? And we were like, what the hell? Very nice person, right? We ended up buying a bunch of snacks from her, so she actually got paid that day. Because we were like, no, we can't do that. We can't do that. We can't just like take your time and your service. Cat Cafe, by the way, works with a bunch of the local foster networks and intake networks and stuff like that. And yeah, Elsa certified her good vibes, like seriously. It was one of those things where it was like, we went in and we played with her, and we were just like, we are in love with this cat. Like, we got to bring this cat home, right? So we filled out the paperwork, and we got approved pretty much right away, like immediately. They were like, okay, you guys have owned cats for ever, like 15 years, right? 14 years, whatever. And you have a good home, good environment. Your other cat is old and healthy. And so we got approved for her. But she cuddled up right with us again the second time we went to go see her. And then when we went to the cafe, she got right in the carrier, came home, adjusted pretty quickly. She was like a little bit weird in the beginning. But at this point, her and Sig are they get along, they play with each other, they nap together, they just vibe. We found out so much about her. So she got regular vet checkups because the network of fosters that she was a part of funded all of the vet testing and everything like that. So we have her whole health history. She was treated for every issue that she previously had and hasn't had any of that stuff repeat. Yeah, hear that, Sig, you're old and healthy. Yeah, big boy. But she has 2 different colored eyes, so she has heterochromia in her eyes. And so Photon, she avoided, because a lot of the times white cats specifically with heterochromia, there is a genetic comorbidity with those features and being either blind partially or deaf partially. And she is neither of those things. She's got a clean bill of health from the vet on those things, and not to mention the way we have played with and observed her. She is fine as far as her senses go. But her ears, on the back of her ears, she's missing a little bit of fur around the ridges, and she was missing a lot more when we first got her. But she ended up growing back a lot of her fur behind her ears because I guess she just finds this place very comfortable, and she's very healthy, and she's not like stressed out or anything anymore. But the part of the reason I think is really morbid that they named her Elsa is the fact that she had that from frostbite on the back of her ears. They had found her wandering through the snow when they rescued her, which is why they named her Elsa. And I was like, fitting, but also a little bit morbid at the same time. But yeah, she's like fully recovered from that pretty much, which is wonderful, and I'm glad that we're able to give a cat a very good home. So whoever asked about the cat lore, there is your lore about Elsa. She's great. She's been a good fit. She's only 2 years old, so she's a little itty bitty, very zoomy very playful goofball. I love her. She's so funny. The snow didn't bother her, clearly. Yeah, her just a baby. Sydney May, hello. She really is. Yeah, but she just turned 2. They were like, we're not 100% sure, but like the last day of September or the first day of October, they were like, you can pick for her birthday. So we're just like, why not 2 days? She's worth. She's so cute. She is. She's very, very funny. She loves to sleep on us when we're asleep, which is very cute. She does seem like an Elsa. Oh, she's a little princess. She's very bratty, but like not in like a awful way. In like she knows what she wants, and she ultimately deserves it. It's a cute name for a cat, despite the reason. Yeah, she's so cute. She's very, very sweet. So anyone who's not been around for a while, that is my new cat, Elsa. She's been just a very good source of, I don't know, just wholesome energy in our house when we've been needing it recently. Because this whole year, even outside of the past recent news that I got, has been very rough. So she's catty, as she should be, yeah. Pet me, write me out, yeah. It's funny, she started to, I mean, her and Sig are teaching each other bad behaviors, which I didn't know that Sig was going to be affected by her as much as he has been, and I didn't know that he was going to affect her as much as he has, but, like, Sig screams at us when he's hungry, and now whenever she's hungry, she also screams at us, and she never did that until, like, a couple weeks ago, so... Biased towards 1st of October because I would be able to make it an Andrew Huang reference. Really referencing the old YouTubers tonight. Oh my god. I still keep up with Andrew Huang every now and then. Yeah, okay. October 1st. You're right. It is good. Yeah, she's learning. She's so smart. Yeah, LL Naughties. Yeah. The one thing that she keeps doing that's pissing me off is, so we slept on the couch, and we have our Christmas tree up, and we have an artificial Christmas tree. And Sig has pica, so he's always nibbled on the tree and then barfed it up or pooped it out, and we've been like, stop doing this, dude. This is like how you hurt yourself. This is pissing us off, right? And he'll just like do that, but he's never gotten like fully sick. He's never had to go to the vet for it. Vets always give him a clean bill, that kind of thing. But she had no, I was like so worried because this is her first Christmas with us, that she was going to be the type of cat that wants to like climb the Christmas tree or like, you know, paw at the ornaments or whatever. She just learned from him to start eating the tree. Like, she started doing it like yesterday. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you guys, you have food in your dishes. We feed you treats. You have fresh water all the time. Why are you eating this plastic ass tree? Like, if I had, like, I walked into like a restaurant and they were like, yes, the dinner tab is all paid for. You have the option of either eating a cloth napkin or this 5-star gourmet meal. I'm going to pick the gourmet meal. I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. No, Milo, I still listen to a bunch of his stuff too. I feel, yeah. Yeah, it looks like micrograss. It's just, yeah, so full of microplastics. Oh my god, we learned Loki is a tree climber, and Ryder loves to try and bite the ornaments. God, cats are such a mess around Christmas trees. They really are. They just are so destructive for the holiday time. Maybe it's a nice texture. Maybe, I don't know. I just don't want them to do it anymore. Because for Sig, we're like, nothing can actually take out Sig. I've said this before. I think Sig could get hit by a cruise missile and survive it. I think that Sig could get run over by like a military tank and survive it. I think if Sig and I were to ever get into the ring together, in like the fucking like UFC like ring, he would kill me. If he wanted to, if he wasn't the most gentle boy that's ever existed, right? But Elsa is a little baby, and I don't want her to pick up bad habits that she learned from her older brother, because I don't know how she's going to handle that or respond to that, you know? If they offered you Polly Pocket clothes or crackers, which? I'm not the one. Chat is the one that has the obsession with eating Polly Pocket clothes, okay? Not me. That wasn't me. In my era, Polly Pocket were hard little plastic bits that you could swallow whole without chewing, okay? I'll take the napkins if you don't want it. I mean, free range for you, or free game for you. Cockroach vibes. Oh, God. Good Lord. It is one of those things, though. I hope she stops doing it because I would hate to, like, emergency rush her to the vet to be like, can you please pump my cat's stomach? It's full of artificial Christmas tree needles. That's, like, an insane sentence to say out loud. That, like, shouldn't be a thing. Because, again, Sig has, like, an armor-plated stomach where he just, like, shits everything out or he barfs everything up. And he's fine, and he just walks around and he's fine. So, I woke up one morning to my parents yelling and went downstairs to be greeted with Loki's little face popping out of the tree 3/4 of the way up. Our tree's 9 feet tall. Oh, my God. I don't have any regrets. Yeah, stop eating Polly Pocket clothes, guys. It's not that good, all right? It's kind of mid. I bet it's a really common thing this time of year. Yeah, for cats to eat Christmas trees. I think it's kind of the same way that, like, cats will, like, lick plastic grocery bags. God, plastic grocery bags. I haven't seen one of those in years. I live in New York State. I think we're the first state to ban those. But, like, Sig and Plinko used to, like, lick those for hours. And we'd be like, what are you doing? So there's got to be something in the consistency of the, like petroleum or whatever is used to make those. So, yeah. But it's chewy. A poop miss wreath. Oh, God. What about candles, though? It's just wax. Good mouthfeel. Guys, that's why they have, like, bubble gum and high chews, okay? If not chew, then why chew? What is it with cats and grocery bags? I don't know. I've never understood it. Plastic, yeah. I bet jewelry was literally designed by a former Polly Pocket jeweler. I don't have enough information to back you up there or deny you. So, I mean, that is your internet quest for the night, I suppose. if you really give a shit. Specifically the plastic that, like, things hung off the doorknob come in, like Terminix bags. Yeah, I don't, like, cats are just like, so much plastic. I love I don't like microplastics anymore. I want macroplastics. Sometimes I have to deal with Panda licking tape, and I'm like, what are you? Yeah, Sig licks tape. It's so weird, dude. I'll get a package from a company, like a PR package from a company, and he'll just, like, lick the tape on the outside of the box. Or, like, if I'm, like, wrapping Christmas gifts, he'll, like, come over and, like, lick the tape dispenser. And I'm like, this cannot be great, dude. This is giving, like, I don't know. This is giving something insane. One of the cats I had as a kid, Max, would be allowed to roam the backyard because it was closed off, and he would just love to eat grass and then hack it up, so you can imagine how Christmas went. At least that makes a little bit more sense, because cats are always looking for, like, roughage to help them with digestion. Maybe that's the plastic thing. I don't know, though, because sometimes they just lick forever. I don't know. My cats chomp on tape. Yeah, that's weird. Jack loved to eat cardboard and paper, too. Yeah, Plinko had a cardboard chewing thing. Oh, my God, my throat just, like, did a weird little burp noise. Likes to lick the sticky side, and I'm like, yeah! Do you like the feeling of sticky on your tongue? Could be that. I had a cat that ate packing tape obsessively. I had to make sure to put boxes outside or remove all signs of the packing tape. Cat-proofing my shipped goods. Good God. I don't know. They're insane. Itchy tongue must lick. Oh, God. They do have those sandpaper tongues, right? Sig sounds like my brother-in-law's dog. She's stolen and eaten entire packs of gum, bags of chocolate chips, poisonous frogs, and always been perfectly fine. Yeah. I've shared the story before. I think it was the first week we had him. It was within the first month. Before we realized at our old apartment that we needed to put actual child locks on the pantry, because Sig, in a matter of days, found out that he could put his hand underneath the crack underneath the pantry, under the door, and just pull it, because it was one of those, like, folding doors for our pantry, and he would just pull it open and then just get into the food that was on the bottom shelf of our pantry. And one time, and that first month, we had no idea that he was going to learn how to do that, right? So this had to have been, like, the first, like, week. And we had a bag of full-size Snickers bars in there, because I was going through, like, a Snickers phase for some reason. And we came home from grocery shopping, or friends, or something like that, and there was just Snickers bar wrappers and chocolate all over the kitchen. And we're like, oh, my what did the new cat do? Because, like, we got Sig second after Plinko, so we knew Plinko wasn't involved with this. Plinko was just standing there like, I didn't do this. Mom, dad, this new guy sucks. You know, like Plinkle is like, you can't incriminate me. I look too anxious in the corner of the room. But Sig had gotten into this whole bag of full-size Snickers bars and had eaten an entire full-size Snickers bar, and there's just shit all over the place, like all these wrappers, all this chocolate, and we're just like, dude. And I was freaking out because like chocolate is pretty toxic to animals in that quantity, so I was just flipping the fuck out. And we were like, which emergency vets are in the area? Who do we call? So we were doing research. We were like looking up like what to look out for if he started like drooling or panting or passing out or whatever. And we were like freaked out. And while we did that, he went to the litter box. And he pooped out this big cat poop. And it had the Snickers bar wrapper somehow intact enough that you could read the Snickers logo, like, intertwined in his poop, which was disgusting. It was one of the grossest things in the world. But he basically just pooped out a Snickers bar, and then he was just fine the whole day. Like, we just monitored him. We were like, what is wrong? What the fuck is wrong with this cat, dude? Why were we sent the demon? Like... Just so crazy. And he never suffered from it. He never got sick. He didn't have any of the symptoms of, like, chocolate poisoning cats get. And we were just like, what the hell are you made out of, bro? And so, like, every time, like, he has eaten so many things that other pets would have died from, that, like, instantaneously within, like, an hour would have died from, that he's just like, I tanked that shit, bro. More. And we're like, no, you are never going to eat half of a Frisbee again or whatever the hell. Like, he's just insane. I don't know how he does it. He plans to live through the apocalypse, and I fully believe he will. I would not be surprised if Sig outlives me. You know, Sig is just that cool. Yeah. Did you still have Snicker cravings after? I swapped over to Twix after that. And we also bought child locks for the pantry. So... Former feral cats are built different. Yeah, again, those of you who don't know his origin story, they literally found him eating garbage in a dumpster to stay alive. Like, he was eating, like, McDonald's sandwich wrappers and shit to stay alive. So they pumped his stomach when they found him and shit. Twix are top tier. Is one of my favorite candy bars. What can I say? I have great taste. Sig is just a fucking heavy-duty garbage disposal, apparently. He's a fuzzy garbage disposal with legs. I call him the moo cow cat for a reason. He's just a giant cow in a cat body, and his meow isn't even a meow. He just moos at us. Just dude, I think he ate something that gave him superpowers. He might be from, like, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse or something. He might be like a Peter Parker analogy. He got, like, bit by a radioactive cockroach or radioactive raccoon and just went, oh, I can do whatever now, actually. Find him at a nuclear plant, yeah. He's crazy. But he's eaten so much shit. He's gotten into so much stuff he should not have gotten into. That, like, we wouldn't be monitoring him around because, like, he will have spent years not having interest in that thing and will just start randomly eating it one day. And we'll be like, you have had no interest for 14 years, 15 years, whatever. You had no interest in 14 years in styrofoam. And then, like, last year, he started trying to eat giant chunks of styrofoam. And I was like, we're going to have to rush this fucking idiot to the vet. And he didn't have to go. He was fine. He just, like, it dissolved. He like, pooped it out. He was fine. That might be Elsa with her zoomies. Yeah, she has some superpowers, too. She is, I don't know, whatever the anime Spider-Man was in that movie. She's insane, dude. Hey, what's up, Fallen? Welcome. Can confirm Pepper is a farm cat, and the amount of times we caught her eating something she wasn't, or she shouldn't, and survived, or just getting into things that she shouldn't be able to get into. We're convinced that she has opposable thumbs. Yeah, I mean, I've shared the story that after we got Sig, they found a way to open our apartment's front door. And we came home from grocery shopping one day, and Sig and Plinko were standing in the, like, foyer of, like, the apartment landing. And we were just like, what are you guys doing here? how did this happen? Like, we locked the door. We, like, turned the little, like, everything. Like, door was shut, latch shut. And Sig found a way. And Sig also taught Plinko how to, like, jump on counters and shit, too. Because Plinko wasn't doing that when he was an only cat. And then when we got Sig, then Plinko was like, oh, I can get into a bunch of shit that I'm not supposed to. And we're like, great, dude. And we bought a, like, 8-pack of, like, child locks for our apartment back then. Want to see me run to that mountain and back? Want to see me do it again? Elsa, yeah, absolutely, Elsa. 100% of the time. God, good Lord. I just noticed what time it was, and I'm so sorry that we didn't get around to playing games tonight. But in the interest of getting enough sleep, I am probably going to start winding down here. I really appreciate everyone hanging out here. It was nice, the variety of topics we had going on. Oh, one thing I forgot to, like, circle back around about with Milo was, yeah, it's so funny to see that people, like, don't know how, like, YouTube algorithm works anymore. So strange to see that. Like, the people who are still trapped in the same YouTube tips from, like, 8 years ago. Because things have changed quite a bit. The algorithm is crazy now. And I get that a lot, where people will pass out misinformation regularly, both about content creation and voice acting. Now being in the voice acting field, right? It's so weird. I get it more when it comes from a fan perspective, but it always sucks when a fan talks like they know how the inner workings of the voice acting industry are. They'll be like, oh yeah, I hate how this was done or whatever. And it's like, that it was not up to, like, the voice actor. That was, like, up to the, like, voice acting director, or that was up to the client or production side or whatever. Like, they added that voice effect to the voices that the voice actor did because that's what the client wanted. The voice actor didn't get to choose the weird robot voice or whatever that you didn't like. Like, it's always weird to see that. Or people think, like, oh, voice actors get to decide, like, what the story of the thing that they're in is gonna be. And it's like, not at all, dude. Stuff like that. And I see that too much with, like, YouTube, where people just make up stuff. They're like, oh yeah, if you do this, I looked up, like, one article from, like, 2019 that says, like, if you make your video 10 minutes long, you get the maximum number of mid-roll ads and whatever. And it's like, that's not how that works. Like, you got to keep up with the times kind of thing. Anyway, I think I now have put a check mark after every topic that we opened up here tonight. I think I went through them all. I hate cutting it short. I'm, again, very sorry that I didn't end up gaming. It's been a long time since we've done just a chatting stream, though. So I hope that this was okay. I feel like just distracting myself with good conversation, involved conversation, while my brain is normally kind of a mess, was probably better than me trying to work my way through a bunch of puzzles tonight in Killer Frequency. But I promise we'll get around to it again soon, because I like that game a lot. I do. I like that game a ton. Yo, thank you so much. Twy, thank you for the 28 months. I appreciate that very, very much. I hope that this was fun for people. I hope that this was some good energy and good vibes to send you off into the weekend with. I should be live tomorrow. I think Morgan will be streaming tomorrow as well, but don't quote me on that. She's working around her own schedule as well. Sunday, I will be live, hopefully, again. My regular schedule is going to be up in the air. There's going to be, unfortunately, really late starts to a lot of these streams. There's going to be times I'm just out of town to go visit my family and help them work through this shit. There's going to be times that I don't have the energy, mental, emotional, physical, whatever. I might just end up having to call in, call it a sick day kind of thing. There's going to be people who intend well, and I appreciate those of you. Oh, yeah, can we get some hype and some pride for all of the support tonight, by the way? 34 subs tonight is crazy. I appreciate everyone who tried to work against the slip back of the, sub goals. Oh, shit, we didn't do tip goals either. Let's do those before I end stream. But I will, Becca, enjoy the mile walk as well. We'll get some tip goals going before I log off here. But it's one of those things, I'm going to be watching out for myself, and I appreciate this but I talk about this a lot. If you are someone who tends to be a mom friend, a helicopter friend, whatever you want to call it, mother hen, your friend groups might be aware of that dynamic with you, and that is lovely. And I hope that you fit that dynamic well, fit that role well, and they are appreciative of that, and there's a mutual understanding. That said, again, mentioning this out loud never sounds real, but I am almost 40 years old. I have lived a lot of life. I had a whole real life before I ever even became a public figure. I've worked a million jobs. I've had a million friends. I have had family. I have gone to therapy. I have experienced so much in the world that has allowed me to get to a good work-life balance where I'm at now. That is a good blend of both optimism and realism. Please, please, please fight the urge to tell me what to do. Please, please, please do not, tell me you shouldn't be streaming right now. You need to take time off. That is something that is a very easy way to get me to ignore anything you say in the future, because it's very overwhelming, to say the least, when someone thinks that they know better for you, the person who lives in your mind and body, more than you know yourself. And sometimes, when someone's having a really hard time, they might not be thinking straight. They might not be able to make the best decisions for themselves. But in this particular case, I'm very, very good at compartmentalizing. And again, I do unfortunately have to make rent and bills. It's not going to do you any good. It's not going to do me any good. It's not going to do my family any good if I suddenly go homeless because I have neglected to do my job. So I promise I will only stream. I will only make videos. I will only put up short form content or social media posts when I am up to the task. I promise when you see me anywhere online, it's because I want to be there. If I'm a little bit more worn out, if I'm a little bit more overwhelmed or distracted, it's just because this shit's going on in the background. It doesn't mean that I don't want to be here. It doesn't mean that I am too exhausted to work anymore, etc. So I hope that makes sense. I don't want to make anyone ever feel bad about that kind of thing. It's more of a clarification, very preemptively, just because I've been on the internet for a very long time, and I've gotten that a lot during these types of situations, and it's never quite as helpful as I think a lot of people think it is. So, actually, you should go to bed, /J. Adults can take care of themselves, and we are simply here to show we care. Yeah, and again, it's one of those things, I've been trying to extend the same courtesy. It's I'll give a little bit of unsolicited advice every now and then, and I try to catch myself when I'm doing it, but, I don't ever want the adult audience I have, to feel like I'm infantilizing the shit out of them. I want to talk to you like you're other adults. I'm an adult, you are an adult. Let's talk like adults converse, let's be better than, people who have to, constantly, essentially, take away the autonomy of others or take away the consent of others by being just really overbearing and mother knows best kind of vibe. I hate that. I think that's fake and silly and weird and based around imaginary rule sets and expectations of society, and we just gotta stop doing that kind of shit to each other as much as possible. Unless, again, there's consensual, predetermined dynamics. So just more of a reminder. No one needs to feel bad. Everyone's great here. Everyone always means the best. Even when people accidentally slip and do that to me, I'm always like, hey, I understand you had good intentions. I appreciate you a lot. I get the context of why this is happening now. You know you best, and we'll continue to support you regardless of how your schedule forms. I appreciate that. Thank you, Brookie. Truly. I think that's the best thing. As much as this year's been very hard for me, I think the best thing that's come out of this is a very direct communication with the community. It's felt very good to talk to you this year. It's been great communicating things. It's been great getting the feedback that people are willing to give. And I don't know, it's just been a really good year of streams. It's been a lot of fun to stream recently. I hope people feel that way. Thank you for being clear with your boundaries. Hey, again, I'm someone who has not always been super great about expressing my thoughts and my boundaries and my idea of what I want a space to be like. And I've had a couple system shocks over the years, some more recent than others. And it's very important as a result of that to make sure that people know I'm talking to you with a mutual respect. And it's a lot easier to set those boundaries. It's a lot easier to communicate when people are just being direct and clear. I'm very, like I always point this out, I'm very rarely actually angry at anyone. Like, even when I correct a behavior in chat, it's very rare I'm actually angry. Sometimes I might get a little bit frustrated, but mainly it's more of like a, hey, little reminder, please don't do that, because it's like, for this reason, you know, that kind of thing. And that helps us all understand each other a lot more than people resenting each other or holding things in passive-aggressively or whatever stupid shit, you know, our older generations have made us feel like, or our peers have made us feel like, or whatever it is. I think there's like just too many external voices out there that have caused us to all develop like rejection complexes and stuff like that, sensitivity to things, when we just want to be emotional human beings and share who we are and communicate what we want so that there's less confusion, there's less miscommunication, there's less of that crap that muddies up everything and makes us all dislike each other for petty reasons, you know? Boundaries are good and healthy and are to be respected. I agree. I'm glad that we feel that way here. This year's been a really great year of streams with the straightforward communication with the community and the great amount of games we played this year. We played so many good games this year. Oh my god. Again, part of the reason I wanted to do more killer frequency tonight, but I did not realize how much I just needed to yap. Morgan's getting the brunt of it, of just hearing me. Like, I will end a stream, I'll just flop on the couch and be like, I need to start talking about random, like, existential shit. And so, to be able to, like, be here and talk about, like, other shit and just kind of get it out of my system has been very good. And I appreciate everyone respecting my privacy while I am keeping some things under wraps. But people will know soon. People will know a lot sooner than later. And again, even having that sort of vague transparency hopefully makes people understand. I'm not flaking on incentives. I'm not flaking on creating content. I'm not here to whine and be like, guys, bad stuff's happening behind the scenes. You need to give me money. Like, I'm not doing that shit. I'd rather just let people know that I'm not bailing on you. And I hope that that comes across in how I talk about this stuff. But a lot of people will know more about what's coming up very soon. And I don't know. I'm just really grateful that I got y'all here to get me through it. Like, thank you so much to you at home watching, or those of you catching me on a work break, or those of you who just lurk while driving in the car. Whatever it is that you do, like, thank you. I really appreciate you all a ton for that. You two have talked for 16 years and not gotten tired of each other. That's cool AF. Our running joke is that we have been together as long as we have and never run out of anything to talk about. It has been nonstop conversations. We have something to talk about every day. We are very much involved and intertwined in each other's lives, and I wouldn't be here without her. So, really grateful. Go follow Morgan, by the way. If you don't follow Morgan on TikTok, Instagram, that's where she's doing the most work. You'll see her stuff pop off there a lot. She's been killing it. I'm so proud of her. She's also on Blue Sky. She's on Twitch. She streams here as well. She does YouTube. She's been posting more YouTube videos than I have recently. So go check her out if you've been craving stuff to watch. So you don't come across that way at all, don't worry. I appreciate that. Thank you. We're grateful that we have you. I'm glad to be here for people because I know I'm not the only one out there who's just dealing with how fucking insane life can be. Renoa, hello, hi. Thanks for keeping it real. I don't know. Again, we got some people here, you know, who have been here for 8 years, right? CJ, welcome to the end of stream. Hello, hi. We've got people who've been watching me for close to a decade, which is like kind of insane to say out loud. So people know that, yeah, I've had my moments where things might have been a little bit more guarded and close to my chest, but I've always been me because I don't know how to be anyone else. I don't know who would want to be this. I wish I was as interesting as people think I am. But it is one of those things where, like, I'm going to always do what I can to just be myself. And it's not going to ever make the big buck. I'm never going to have the popularity as a lot of the people out there that have really blown up over the years online, right? But the people that I do have who find me and like what I want to talk about and like who I am, like my personality, like my interests, those are the people I was meant to find. And that matters a lot fucking more to me than numbers. Do I want the channel to grow? Would I love to get, like, you know, freaking 800 viewers consistently? Yeah, that'd be sick. But it's not the main goal. The main goal is to create one of the coolest communities out there. One of the biggest communities out there. So, yeah. This year's been great content-wise for Morgan as well. You both have been killing it. Very proud of the growth she has gone through. I'm so fucking proud of her because she's been doing content as long as me. And I've just been like, babe, you're going to pop off one of these days. I know it. I know your content's going to hit the right demographic who's meant to see it. And now she's got that going, and it's so great. And people are seeing the potential I've known she has had since day one. So I'm really proud of her. You phrasing it as almost a decade really puts that length of time into perspective, and I hate it. Again, how do you think I feel? Wait, that was your 666 day? Wait, Liz. 6 years, 6 months, 6 days? Let's go! Oh my god, Liz, thank you. Thanks to everyone who's, like, stuck around for a while. It's been cool. It is. We are at the end of the road, Link. I'm so sorry. I'm getting out of here. I don't know. I can probably pass y'all off to someone tonight, because I'll do that. And be nice and pay the kindness I got here tonight forward. Let's see. There's a lot of people on here tonight. Ooh, Julia's on playing World of Warcraft. Guys, I've been so addicted to World of Warcraft. I'm probably actually logging on to that to wind down tonight. Julia is doing some hardcore World of Warcraft. If y'all did not know, you have to stream for 4 more hours, so it's my 666 day. Rack of Love, yes, we're winding down here, but if you guys, even if you can't stick around for all of I almost said Dulia's Julia's stream, my friend What If Julia, please at least stick around for the raid to let a friend of mine know that we appreciate her a ton. But you might have been seeing this neat dude. Fuck, we didn't do the tip. Okay, are you guys okay if we do the tip goal tomorrow instead? My brain's just not in it, I guess. I'm so sorry. This was very generous, by the way. I'm really appreciative. Like, thank you. You guys, I hope you guys are okay with us just doing tip goal. We'll do 2 tip goals tomorrow, or 3 tip goals technically. 2 tip goals tomorrow. Yeah. Tip goal tomorrow. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you again, Becca, for that massive generosity. But neat dude, we've been doing some World of Warcraft, and by we, I mean I don't know how to join a guild in World of Warcraft. I didn't have money when I was younger, so I only played free-to-play MMORPGs. I never played World of Warcraft. The closest I got to it was watching the dude my freshman year who lived across the hall, watching him play it instead of going to class. So I'd get home from class, and then I'd just stand behind him and watch him, like, level his character and do quests and shit, and be like, whoa, cool, this looks so much like the free-to-play MMOs I play, and him going, no, it's the best thing, dude. And then he had to drop out of college because he had such a bad World of Warcraft addiction, which I'm starting to understand because the game is so goddamn fun. I get it now that I can play it. We're getting into late crowd. Do it tomorrow for more rest and more people to help out. Yes, yeah, that's true. Wife Guy, yeah, so Neat Dude has a guild called Wife Guys, which if you don't know what a wife guy is, it's just a dude who's, like, so devoted to his wife. He, like, talks about his wife all the time. I think I'm pretty much a wife guy. I'm a little bit of a wife gal at times, right? But I'm very much a wife guy. So I would love to join Wife Guys, but I don't know how. Do I have to get an invite from somebody? Does Chris have to invite me? I have no idea. Anyway, Julia's doing some hardcore runs. I think her first character died. So she, I believe, is on her second, or I'm pretty sure it's her second one. Not my wife pointing at me. Twine, welcome to the club. Now, wife guy James Sunderland. Yeah, but literally not. Yeah, but a kind of a secondary wife guy, if you will. I can't wait to play the Silent Hill 2 remake and show people that story, though. Because if you are If you've somehow been spoiler-free over the past, like, 20 years, your brain's gonna fucking explode when we play Silent Hill 2. I can't wait. It's so good. Anyway, Julia's playing. She is one of my favorite cozy streams to lurk. I watch so much of Julia's streams, even when I'm not logged into Twitch. I just sit there. I'm like, I'll farm ad rev for Julia. Because she's just very good, cozy late night vibes. So I think that tonight's vibe will match up with what she's doing over there really well. Something mesmerizing about someone running around, learning World of Warcraft for the first time, leveling up their character, just having a blast. Very, very stressful when characters almost die because it's hardcore, so it's permanent death. But also very relaxing to watch the rest of it. I know Mantis and DT just asked Ash in their chat, and she added them. Okay. What time is it? 2:30. Oh, no. Ashley's asleep now. I will text Ashley tomorrow morning to have her add me to wife, guys. I can't wait to watch you play it. Yeah, so I have 2 characters right now. One that I am going to just keep for fully offline, just my own for funsies character. And then another one that I plan on having join wife, guys, whose name is Framble. And she is a human rogue that I got to level 5 last night. But I will start streaming WoW very soon whenever I get the invite to wife, guys. I was spoiler-free when I saw the remake. It was so fun watching the fans go through it. It was so much enjoyment. God. Ace, I'm so excited. Again, I haven't played Silent Hill 2 since it came out on PlayStation 2. So it has been a long time, to say the least. So I'm not going to be like Ashley, who remembers every plot beat, every trap, every boss fight, every enemy. I'm going to be just as surprised and scared as some of you. The only thing that I remember are a bunch of the character interactions and a bunch of the, well, a majority of the story. Like, I know the big twist. So I'm very excited for it. I'm very, very excited to play it and see how that has been cinematically upgraded with the remake of Silent Hill 2. Anyway, I've rambled enough. I've yapped enough. I am going to get going here. Again, went live really late. Didn't really expect this many people to show up. Didn't expect this many people to just be so kind. And I mean, I did expect y'all to be kind and understanding because you have been and always are. But thank you for just being awesome about everything going on. The things that are happening to me, I try not to let affect the community, but this is such a big thing that there's just really no way not to. So just thanks for letting me feel it out, figure it out. It means a lot. This amount of support is crazy. Anytime we hit the sub goal at all in a day is just wild. I mean, like, I am not someone who's gonna set like 50 subs a day. I am someone where this is set at 25 because if I get 25 every stream, that's rent and bills every month, and it even allows me to pay off some of my debt. So I appreciate the hell out of all of you whenever that's hit, even when it's not. I just appreciate everyone a ton. Just not expected ever. Thank you all. I'm gonna get going. Oh, raid message to Julia. Can't wait to see y'all tomorrow, hopefully. I'm really hoping I can get back into some kind of semi-regular kind of schedule here. But, let's do... This is good. This will be good for permadeath, hardcore World of Warcraft. Please don't perish. Please. Please, Julia. All right. Please don't perish. If you don't have my salute emotes, please feel free to use whatever salute emotes you think look good in there instead. Thank you, everybody, truly. Thank you for the follows, bits, subs, resubs, gifted subs, tips. Anything that came through obviously helps keep a roof over my head, my internet going. Me being able to buy a lot of games. I can't wait to play Sorry We're Closed, just because Ashley raved about it. She was like, you have to play this game, Brian. So I really, really appreciate everyone who wants to see me play games like that. A lot of the best games we played this year is because of everyone who's been supporting these streams with subs and bits and stuff and tips. Please, please don't perish, ooh. The Humble 07, the Beta 07 versus the Chad Gerb Salute. All right. Thank you all, though. Seriously, thank you for the chats. Thank you for the lurks. No matter what you did here, I appreciate you sharing your time with me this weekend. We all made it again. Really appreciate that any of you have decided to share your time with me. I'm going to try to just do the best I can. Let's all bear with the weird schedule, but if people come back and forth and enjoy the streams whenever I can intermittently do them, it's going to mean the world to me. Thank you. Like, truly. My milestone just in time for the raid? Yeah, let's go. Hell yeah. All right. Anyway, thank you all. I hope that you all had... Wait, let me start the raid. My brain is just not... Order of operations is very hard for me right now. Thank you all a ton. Really appreciate it a lot. I hope that you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it may be for you. All of you are the greatest. Like, truly, this was some great conversation tonight. This was some good vibes. I really hope this was a good time for you as well. Stick around in Julia's stream if you'd like. I highly encourage you to, just because her energy is so good. She's a fantastic streamer, really good community, very cozy, very funny. But yeah, just go check her out. And if you got to bounce right away, at least stick around for the raid, like I said, to let a friend of mine know that we care about her. I think the world could just use a little bit more paying that kindness forward to each other. It's just been a weird year. A lot of people sort of pushed to the extreme margins of everything. So just whatever you can do to be kind to each other whenever you can. Unless you're a healthcare CEO. Anyway, hey, guys, see you later. Thank you again. Finger hearts as usual. I'll see you all over there. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye. Take care of yourselves. You deserve to. Goodbye.
Self-control.